Still in recovery mode. I don't feel too bad. I got fucked up last night, yo. Episode 11 was something. Episode 11 was something else. Yeah. Shout out to Nisi and Kelly. Another special episode. Every episode is special.
Episode is
you know
special,
what I'm saying?
Man. You got something
it's an
special
additional
every time.
episode, and it's very special, like the other 11 of them. This is episode 12, the Dearly Beloveds podcast. Got a special guest in the building. My brother, man. We go way back, dog. We go way back. You know, the childhood memories. My boy Ethan West.
Hell yeah, let's go.
West Wind by the Twitch community.
Yes, sir.
Just one of those, man, princes in the West family. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all out here doing big shit, bro. I fucking love y'all the best, man. Shout out to Ethan, man.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to honor that of the Hatch Sabbath.
Ethan is one of the first beloved. You one of the You on the Mount Rushmore of beloveds.
Mate.
You know what I'm saying?
Better be, dude. It goes all the way back to the BPC, man.
We are gathered here today to pod. You know what I'm saying?
Dearly beloveds, we are gathered.
I appreciate you opening your doors to me, man. Every now and again, it's just like magic. I can't wait to come pull up on you.
Man,
you know
that door is always open.
How you doing, man? It's 20. We're a week, 2 weeks into 2021. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. I couldn't ask for.
You blessed motherfucker, bro. You are, bro. You do. It's inspirational.
I'm not lucky. I'm blessed. Yes.
Yeah. You. It's inspirational, bro. Like and like you were like. Remember when us growing up, you were like an athlete. Like we were both athletes. We played different sports. We never played like together. You know what I'm saying? We were gamers.
I mean, there was that time we were on the court hooping, and I had to cross you a couple of times. But
bro, you lying? When was this?
What are your?
You hit me with a hezzy or something?
Yeah, I hit you with that hezzy step backdrop. Hit it with. Come on, man.
It's funny because I can still see like your jump shot. Like
that
jump shot is solidified. It was like trademark.
Fresh.
You know what I'm saying? Ethan's fucking jump shot. Get the fuck out of here.
At Whittier Park, man. Shout out Whittier Park. No longer there.
I feel like it is.
No,
Whittier is over there.
That they put all those
the
pickleball.
The
school's gone, but they put
park
all the.
Is still there.
They still got the court there?
Yeah. So if you ever try, if you try to get bust up this
I haven't
summer,
been on that side of town in a long time.
Man, I got bummy ass knees, yo.
Wait, are you guys recording?
Yeah. Say what's up.
Hello.
Yeah,
that's the fiance.
That happened in 2020.
That's the fiance.
But no, yeah, I mean, it's different, man. When you talk about like the year we came off of, 2020 was brutal for a lot of people.
It was a great thing, though.
Yeah,
it was such a terrible thing that it was good.
Right.
Like, hopefully, you didn't lose nobody in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible when death is involved.
Yeah.
But this year really woke a lot of people up to like their own reality. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, yeah.
Like if you were just stagnant, I hope you're not just sitting on your ass still. You know what I'm saying? I hope you kind of got motivation to kind of get up and do something.
No, it's nice because what you got to think about is it's all about the perspective in which you look at it. If you're looking at it from like the point of like, yeah, this year sucks.
It's an excuse.
We're getting hit at with every angle.
Yeah, right.
Like you can't look at it like that. You gotta. I mean, here everybody got essentially 5-6 months of time off. Take it like that.
Right.
That who in their entire life has that much time where they can kind of self-reflect and see where they're at, kind of change what they're doing,
right, and adapt to the people around them, like see how other people around them are dealing with it.
Right. I mean, dude, being like the family-oriented person that I like to think I am. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's different because. We talk about blessings and whatnot, and I really am. I mean, if I didn't have my siblings, man, I'm not making it. Bro. I'm not making it.
I like to remind people of that because I'm one of those glass half full. You can be glass half empty, glass half full, and that determines how you get out of 2020.
Right.
And what your 2021 is gonna be like.
Right.
And like I remind people all the time, like the same way I remind my mom or my dad or my brother. It's like. Man, I know like today might have been bad, but it's like, bro, you got a lot of blessings, dog. You really
and
and friends that go through like shit. It's just like, bro, you fuck what's going bad, bro. Look at what you got.
Well, and that's the problem, dude. As a society, we're so trained on the negative. I mean, look at you see your news channels.
Oh my god, bro!
It's
and I
all
stay
negative.
away from. I stay away from it.
You have to
My
because
dad
it's all
watches this.
negative.
I'll go to my dad's house and I'll be sitting there playing a game.
Right.
And like he's like,
you can't even listen
he's like
to it,
talking
man.
to himself, watching CNN. I'm like, bro, and then I'll go take a nap. Right. I
Right.
wake up at fucking 11 at night.
He's
from
still
like
fucking arguing
and
with
I'm like, bro,
himself.
this is the same shit.
Right. Yeah.
That was on the TV when I went to go take my nap, bro.
Right.
Knock it off.
Yeah.
And then I'm like at that age now, like we kind of like respect each other, like and go back and forth on like
Right.
a man level. It's like not like father son anymore. Like we could fight if we have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, dog.
Got to put him down.
I'm like, dog, go play PGA or something,
Right.
bro. Go work on a car or work out. Get the fuck off this shit, bro.
Right.
This shit is not healthy, bro. I don't want to see you. You know what I'm saying? Go, and that's why the podcast space is so fun because this is like real, bro. Like that CNN shit is like
It's scripted.
It's fake food. It's like
it's
fake,
scripted.
It's like
they put it up.
they're telling you what somebody
Artificial
else told them to
man.
tell you. Yeah.
Artificial flavors. This is that all natural.
Right.
Dearly
This is
beloved
Whole Foods.
podcast,
Yeah,
baby.
right.
All
This
natural
is
whole
fucking
food,
Whole
baby.
Foods. You know what I'm saying? It's a good feeling. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, and it's again, it's just like don't surround yourself with that negativity.
Yeah,
surround yourself with that positive attitude, and your whole world
Right,
changes,
it
man.
does,
Dude,
yeah.
2020 got hit. I got engaged, man.
Yeah.
Never in a million years should I think that I'm going to be spanking money on a ring in a time that people
Bro,
are struggling for money.
That did something to me though. That
Right.
gives me inspiration. Like my cousin got married last year. I was just like,
you look at
bro,
people,
I'm so
it just
happy to
it
be
didn't
here,
stop
man.
people,
It's inspiration.
man.
But some people look at it and hate. Like some people
Yeah.
got that hater in them. They be like, Mother Ethan, Jessica, I can't believe this shit. I've been through so many hard times.
Yeah.
And these two motherfuckers are just floating
Dude,
in the sunset, island in the sun type shit.
Yeah,
You know.
man. I mean, you talk 12 years of being together, man. We've gone and hit.
We all came up together
Yeah.
though. You know what I'm saying?
We-
Like me
we
and
damn
Ethan was
near
like middle school, high school, and then Jessica, like we had
In high
class
school.
together. We had
Yeah.
English class together and stuff like that. I was right there,
Yeah.
and I was always just like,
I remember Spanish class. Didn't all three of us have that together?
I don't know.
Or was
know
it
if
just
I
you
don't
and I?
remember. I think we sat next to each other in English class. I forget his name. The little guy. He was really into music, and you could tell he smoked weed. You know what I'm saying? I forget his
remember.
name. I
Royal
forget
Oak
his
High,
name.
everybody did.
Yeah. Like I forget, but I always go back to that. Like when I think of y'all, I think of like the first time I saw y'all or the first time I
Wait, are
met
you
y'all.
thinking like sophomore year, Mr.
Yes.
Chinchini or
Yeah.
something?
My God, bro.
Chinchilla. Something like
Like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Only her would remember that.
I
dude.
remember he used to
Yeah.
tell me like, and I was really into music and stuff like that. I remember he used to tell me like, don't listen to your music on full blast. You're gonna lose the hearing in your fucking eardrum and shit. Like that was the biggest thing I learned from my English teacher. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just some
Yeah.
stupid shit like that. But yeah, bro, that shit, bro. Could you imagine can you imagine if we were all in high school last year?
Oh,
No.
God,
Like my
dude.
sister.
Senior. Imagine if it was your senior
my
year.
sister's senior year was last year, bro. It
yeah.
was so sad.
That's like the worst, man.
They
You got-
dressed up for prom and went
Yeah.
to each other's
Yes.
houses and shit. Like,
yeah.
They didn't get to
But here,
experience
though,
prom.
what did they do? They adapted to it and they made a positive out of it, man. And that's, you know.
still.
I still feel bad.
I mean,
You imagine
All the
being in a
seniors.
household and like your parents still having that shadow of you, like, no, you can't go. There's a fucking epidemic. You can't go see your
yeah.
friends.
I mean, yeah, it's different.
That starts some
It's
shit,
different
right?
too when you're by yourself. Like when you're like, obviously we live on our own, so it's our decision. Like when I go out and I'm going grocery shopping, I gotta think like, okay, if I come home, I could affect her. Like
Right.
it's being aware, and you're not just thinking of like yourself anymore. And so living
That's-
at home,
But that's the thing,
that's
bro.
a whole
In this
part of it.
country, bro,
Yeah.
everybody thinks for themselves,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's just a
everybody's out for themselves.
narcissistic society,
Yeah.
and it's like you gotta know, like if you feel that way, if you're like into Trump and you think that you shouldn't wear a mask or
Right.
however you feel about coronavirus, you gotta know that,
Right?
Because that affects the people around you.
Right.
It's like, okay, cool. Like you, my people. Okay, you can not give a fuck, but I give a fuck. So please stay the fuck away from me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get you.
I'm not responsible for where you were at last
Yeah.
night. So it's just a communication level, and with just the way things are, it's just I'm. It's great because we can determine ourselves, right? Like we're at this age
Right.
where we can kind of make these decisions for ourselves. But there's some people that I remember when I was 21. I was 20, 21. Can you
And
imagine
they're-
being
yeah.
that age
Trying
during
to make
this?
that decision,
Oh
they're
my
not
God.
making it, dude. They are not making
And
it.
that's why we got fucking, that's why this shit is going to be so hard to get rid of.
Bro, I
You know
think
what I'm
back
saying?
to the decisions we made as kids, man.
Bro, exactly, bro. We was running around doing wild
Oh,
shit. We was
man.
running around like egging shit.
Oh, bro, you remember that one tan house around the corner from you?
Yeah. They still got marks on
Oh,
it.
bro. That was
You was
insane.
bad, bro. You a bad influence. All my friends are bad influences.
I was
in my
not.
life.
Get out of here. I was the bad influence, bro.
I was good.
I was just getting some tea and some hot pockets,
you
man.
Crazy as hell. I was good, man. Drinking the Kool-Aid and shit. And Ethan knocking on my door trying to get me to go do some wild shit.
Bro, I
Those were
won't
the days.
forget those days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That
Those
house
are
in
the
the
fucking
backyard,
days,
bro.
bro.
Hooping in the backyard.
Yeah, bro. Those were the
You can't
fucking
forget
days,
that.
bro.
Riding the bikes, man, just terrorizing the town.
How you feel about the vaccine?
I ain't getting that shit.
You don't think you're not fucking with the vaccine?
No, man.
You don't want to be a mutant?
Bro,
You want to know what's crazy? We haven't talked about this.
Yeah, that's something y'all should.
We
I'm
really
not good, man.
that's important for us to actually talk about.
We gotta wait a while. It's like the new PlayStations or something. Like you gotta wait until the bugs. The bugs. They gotta fix the bugs and shit. Like that first batch of people kind of gonna wake up with an extra arm and shit.
The fact that it was, I don't know. I haven't. When you talk about a vaccine like that, and it's something that like we've never dealt with before.
Yeah.
COVID hit, we never have dealt with anything like it.
Right.
There's the
Generations of people. Our grandparents and their grandparents
talking,
never seen this shit like
My
this.
dad is 75 years old, and never his entire life has he ever seen the shit that our country is going into debt more and more. And you're talking about putting out a vaccine that is literally hardly tested, hardly approved. And they're just trying to get it out because they're so panicked that they don't know what they're doing, that they're just trying to keep us calm. So, I mean, I completely respect the people that do it.
Right.
I mean, I think you guys are the guinea pigs, but you know, all the more
someone's got to be.
Somebody's got to be. Yeah, all the more kudos to you. I mean, I just don't see myself getting it, dude. That one doctor died, bro, and I'm just like, fuck that.
You gotta be careful where you get your information from too, because it's all like serves a purpose. You know what I'm saying? There,
it's all served to the fucking appetite of the people that watch them and all that shit. That's not.
You don't really know what to believe in.
Yeah, it just goes back to like it's. You gotta focus, like, and weed through the bullshit. Like, you're literally walking through a fucking cornfield, dude. Find your own route out, you know?
What'd you think about what happened in D.C. last week?
Dude, it's nuts. You got people marching on our capital. We've got soldiers across seas defending our country. And here we are fucking fighting our own selves at our capital. Like terrorism, the most sacred place that there could be in America. And
the
here
fact
we
that
are.
they got in and out is just says a lot, bro.
You saw how many people were there? You're talking thousands of people.
Barely. I wasn't too invested in what was going on.
They've charged, I think, only like 200 people.
Yeah, I heard at one point it was like 50.
Out of all, bro, these are the most secure buildings in the world. And we're talking like 3,000 people just ran up in it like it was their crib. And they were
grabbing shit, like taking shit
kicking the doors down, sitting in the offices, like taking stuff. Bro, like, are you kidding? This is our defense? Like, we spend more on defense spending than any country around us. And we're getting...
It's fucked up.
Ran up in?
It's fucked up,
by
bro.
our own people?
It's fucked up.
I mean, and you're not even talking... Dude,
you were telling me before we rolled the mics about locally, like...
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, it's sorting through what you believe, dude. I mean, they were talking about in all the 50 states that there's different groups in each 50, and this is domestic terrorism.
Like militia,
militia
forces.
Like they're claiming this shit as literally.
But they're so funny too. Like if you find like one of those like members or leaders, and like they have like the funniest like social medias or something. Like it's like Billy Bob, and like he loves like puppies or something, but he's like a Trumper and he's down with the cause, you know.
Bro, and they're all talking about marching on the Capitals. I don't think people understand. Like, and that's the biggest problem is I'm not siding one way or the other.
Right.
But like the biggest issue that I have is nobody actually listens to what is being said. Marching on our capital.
Right.
Marching.
That's it, yeah.
Like an army is marching on your like here, I live here in Michigan too. Do I want people marching to my capital and shooting?
Don't matter who the fuck it is.
Don't matter who it is. I don't want people marching on my capital.
Right.
I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, whatever you are, dude. You're not going to march on our capital. Like, what's the purpose? Nothing happens.
I feel bad for them because they believed in that, like if you like Trump and you think that he got like, you know, cheated out of this election, I feel sorry for you, bro.
Yeah,
like you're light years behind, man.
Right. I mean,
you got to take care of what's going on at home. Like if you I hope you make a certain amount of money a year because it's like you're so impressionable. Like you're grown. Like you're
Right.
grown and you
You
have
can think
kids
for
and shit
yourself,
like that. Right. But you can't.
But
though.
you can't sort it through it
Right.
enough to figure out what the fuck is real and what's
Right.
not.
It's like God damn, bro.
Yeah.
The politics, bro.
It's tough, dude. But I tell you what, man. Like that's why you got to have outlets like shit like this podcast.
That's what I
Like,
was
you
about
got
to
to
say,
have it. Like
that's what I was
Twitch
just about to say.
streaming,
I'm like,
video
fuck
games,
the politics.
bro.
What are you
Fuck it,
doing
dude.
for fun? What are you guys doing for fun? Like now,
planning a wedding, dude. That's gonna cost me an arm,
that
a
fun?
leg, and 3.
we'll start a GoFundMe. We all need that. We need that,
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
we need to see that. I need to see.
Note,
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Bro, you're talking about a GoFundMe account. I was thinking about this the other day. Vic. Listen to this. You start a GoFundMe, and say we just start one for you. Your goal is, I don't know, call it like $500,000.
Yeah, just hook it up.
If
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, if
There's
we're gonna
no
hook it,
explanation.
we
Just
go
hook it up.
on 1.5. We got you, Hedge. Dearly Beloved's podcast getting remodeled.
Right,
2022.
For real though.
No, but I'm serious, bro. If everybody donated $5, would you not? I mean, think about it.
People, you would
If
have
every person just donated $5,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be good. And then you start it for the next person. And then what does everybody do? They start donating $5.
Yeah, right.
And you just keep that $5 chain going, bro. It would help out everybody because here you just made all that money you made, but you're just going to donate $5.
Yeah,
we just donate $5, and it just keeps going in a
Well,
circle.
it's kind of like the pay it forward thing. When
Yeah,
you go through,
exactly.
like the Starbucks drive-through and you pay. for
Except through
somebody else.
GoFundMe, and we getting rich. Pay it forward to my
the thing
pocket.
about it is people so greedy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
capitalism
there's
is like, and we've all been there. We've all been at Dunkin' Donuts and they ask for 50 cents for
Yeah.
the
round up
kids
to the
child,
next dollar.
the child
donate
foundation
to
or
those?
whatever. No, that's what I'm saying. It's
Can
like,
I ask why don't you donate to them?
because I don't know what's gonna happen with my money. I don't believe
Okay,
in the
see, and
system.
that's my
I don't
point.
believe that my money's gonna go to where you're saying that it's gonna go.
Like her and I were talking about that. We talk about it all the time because literally everywhere we go, there's always those boxes, drop a couple quarters, donate $1,
Mm-hmm.
St. Jude's and all this. That's great. You can tell me it's going to St. Jude's, but unless I actually see my dollar go to something, it's a lot harder to donate because you find yourself in that position of, okay, I got to sort through the bullshit. Is this dollar really going to make it to them? And I don't trust that it's enough.
There's versions of it where you don't even have an option.
Right.
Like when they take our taxes out, like J. Cole said in a song, he's like, let me fund something specifically with my tax dollars from an app on my screen.
Right.
Like we can do dating sites, we can
Right.
promote ourselves on Instagram and shit like that, but we can't fucking decide where
our money's going.
30%
Right.
of my fucking income a year. I can't decide where it specifically goes.
Right.
There's an issue with that.
No,
that's catch 22, right? Like we know what the fuck you're doing.
Right. And think about how many profits would benefit from
Exactly.
that. Because here, what you're going to donate to is 10 times different than what I'm going to donate to. I'm going to donate to something that's going to hit home for me.
Exactly. And vice versa, right.
Yeah. And it's the same thing. And it's just like,
I'm gonna donate to the strippers. They gotta eat,
they
bro.
got to eat, bro. Got to eat.
Shout out to the strippers.
Yeah.
Well, you been gaming or what? You been watching football or what? What's
yeah,
going
man.
on?
I mean, I've been gaming. I've been watching.
What you gaming on?
Bro, I'm on everything, bro. I'm on. I was back on that Destiny grind for a little while.
For real?
For
I
real,
missed
bro.
that game.
Yeah, they put out that new DLC Beyond Light, man. I tell you what, it was some fun shit.
For real?
Yeah, when you talk about going back to Destiny, dude, that was something. I mean, you remember
We had some of the best
bro,
times.
they got
the
like
first one, like Destiny 1 was a
Bro,
moment.
that's what I'm
and we were
talking
still
about.
kids,
You got that I think it's a Triumph book,
Yeah.
and you can kind of like go through it and look at. Bro,
No.
I scrolled all the way back to the beginning, and guess whose name is on DHatch 1400,
Yeah,
bro? When was
1400,
the
that's
last
that
time
old
I
gamer
saw
tag,
DHatch
bro.
1400,
That
bro?
old gamer, I miss him.
Yeah,
he was so fun, bro. I used to
fun.
smoke
Bro,
weed
that
and
was
drink
the-
all 40 ounces, bro.
Not a care in the world,
Oh,
bro.
exactly.
Not a care in the
now I'm
world.
fucking grown.
No, I mean playing
God
some
damn it.
Warzone, man.
That's what's
You
up. How's
know,
Warzone going? Successful or what?
It's good, man.
Frustrating?
It's frustrating.
It's one of the most frustrating games
Oh,
ever.
dude. For a multi-billion-dollar company,
Yeah.
the fact that you guys can't put in an anti-cheat system
Yeah.
or an anti-hack
Yeah.
system where you get those motherfuckers that just want to ruin
cheat,
your good time.
exactly.
Like, here, bro, coming to, like, my life's stressful sometimes. Like, it's stressful, bro.
I can see it in his eyes. He's like, this game, bro.
You gotta have an outlet.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that outlet, man, it's what
You
do
must have been listening to the DBP. I've been saying that shit for weeks. That outlet shit is real,
Hashtag
bro.
Spotify and
Yeah, right,
Apple
right.
downloads.
Hit the link in the bio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No, we appreciate that. But it's just, bro, a vessel. Like, I'm a vessel. You're a
Right.
vessel.
And
And we
it's-
have outlets and we have to utilize them, whether you like them or not. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? You could be with, I could be with a girl and she has has an issue with me putting my attention in my game, but it's like you don't understand. I need this, bro. There's a bad version. I need it. Like you're gonna see a different version of me without this. You know, you're gonna see a different version of me without the podcast. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well,
and it's that persona. Like what I haven't streamed in a long time, bro. Like it's probably. Like COVID hit and I was like, damn, dude, I'm home. I'm going to be streaming all the time.
Bro, yes.
I barely stream, dude.
What were you doing?
Just playing. Like, and that was the shitty part. Like, I was already playing the game. So for me, the whole point of like behind it was if I'm already going to play, like, I'm the type of person, like, if people come into my, my chat or whatever and they're sitting there talking, like, I'll go back and forth with them. Like, I love it, dude. Like, that little interaction, I have that kind of, like, personality where, like, I like meeting new people constantly. Right. Because I feel that, like, every time I meet somebody new, it's just something different they offer me.
Yeah, most
like,
definitely.
Whether I accept them in or, like, I find them, as, like, a humble person, like, they're going to teach me something or show me something or give me something.
It says a lot about your character.
Right. That's
we
different.
talked about, like, it's funny because we talked about Terrell. Like, Terrell's been a reoccurring character on the show because everyone that I go see, like, I'll ask them, like, who was the first person you met when you came into the fold? Like, when you came, and everybody goes, Terrell Nickerson. Yeah. And I'm like, bro, there's something about that kid. Like, there's something about the character in that kid that gets people to, like, bro, people
when I think about
love and love somebody like that to kind of be a part of, and then he's just one of those catalysts.
He's fun to be around, bro. And
you can find people like that everywhere.
Right. Yeah. And you got people like that with that personality, and you just want to surround yourself with that.
Do you think that gamers are, if you're a gamer, you're somewhat of a open and like I feel like gamers have similar characteristics, right?
I feel like gamers have a more open personality and are more open to like change and accepting people because not only
because
they're
happier, but they're just busy.
It's the constant like
of the game.
Like they're I'm constantly
When you're entertained, you're a different version of yourself.
You're a whole different person.
Never thought about that.
No,
bro.
And that's
tight.
I mean, dude, when you talk about like being on a live stream, like I mean, you're doing it like. You're literally talking about people are coming in and seeing you literally, maybe not at your most vulnerable, but like at a vulnerable state. You're playing, but like, what happens when you play? I mean, fuck, when I die, dude, I go out, I lose my shit, man. Motherfucker, how did that grenade hit me? That's some bullshit, dude. Like, whatever the case might be, dude. I mean, it's or some dumb 2K shit. I mean, fuck that game, bro.
I hate 2K.
I can't even play that game.
I've been playing PGA though. I've been playing 2K PGA.
Yeah, bro. I need to run you with that because I would kill you. It's
great, bro. It's so fun.
I played the last PGA I played was Rory, and I tell you what,
fucking 5, 6, 10 years ago. That was a long time.
That was a good one, dude.
But it's a good game. But the newest one is fucking lit, bro.
I mean, dude,
and I'm gearing up for.
We got to golf, you stream
bro.
it, dude.
But we got. Oh yeah, I know.
I've been watching.
But we got to golf, bro, for real,
bro.
In real fucking life.
You might actually take me because I've been seeing you swing that fucking putting.
Well, that video I put up the other day, I sped it up.
Oh, did you?
I sped it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I cut it, and then I sped it up, so it's a little cheat code. I'm letting y'all know that right now exclusively on the DBP.
Put the Thanos fist through it, dude.
I was cheating like a motherfucker because the swing looks a lot better when you speed it up. Well, and I was playing around with this shit on my laptop like I was having a good time. And no, the thing about golf is it's just...
It's peaceful.
That competitive nature, and it's peaceful. It's most definitely peaceful, but it can also piss you off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had a blast. That was one of the best things that happened to me last year.
Yeah.
It just fell in my lap. Like, I feel like when we talk about blessings, I feel like things just find me. Like, people find me, activities find me, games find me. And golf is one of the best, most funnest. And I'm trying to get other people involved. It is so fucking fun.
So let me ask you this. 2020 hit you right in the stomach, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
So where the fuck did podcasting come from you?
It was always there, bro. I've been driving trucks for years, bro. I've been listening to podcasters that don't podcast anymore. I've been listening to comedians and broadcasters like on podcasts for years. I am a consumer of podcasts. That's why I know what the fuck I'm doing. That's why I'm nice at this shit. Not only am I verbally like a conversation,
baby,
bro. Not only am I a natural conversationalist, I've always been like that.
Right.
So it just came hand in hand. The only thing I needed was the equipment. Right. And as I got one thing, I got the next thing, and I got the next thing. I'm like, oh, we going in.
Right.
And then the first couple episodes, like I told you, like I don't like those episodes. Like the past 7 episodes, I'm so proud of. They sound so a lot better, but I had to learn. Like those first 3 and that fourth one knocked it. Ever since that fourth one, bro.
It's funny though when you talk about like buying like piece by piece, like it not only is it like nice because like when you buy each piece individually, like you don't have everything complete yet. So you still have that like drive, that passion. Like you're like, oh, I gotta get there. I gotta like
more steps to take.
There's still stuff I have to do. But like as you're acquiring each piece, it's just like that reminder.
Bubbles.
It's like that
snowball,
dude. It's like that reassurance of like, God damn, it feels good,
it's
dude.
About
like
to go. It's about to happen.
I'm crushing it. Like I got my mics, I got my cameras, I got my computer, I got my soundboards, whatever whatever.
And you still
need.
get spoiled, right? I still be like, damn, I gotta pack all this shit up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You still get spoiled. It's like, damn, I gotta assemble this whole shit and then get things going. But it's all worth it.
Right.
At the end.
I mean, you sit down, dude. You're getting on topics that people don't think to talk about.
Yeah.
People, like,
and they're reoccurring too. Like on a weekly basis, I'll sit here and have you thinking about the same shit. It's just important shit though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And people are loving it, man. Shout out to everybody leaving reviews.
You are really,
people are loving
you
it.
are throwing your branches out there. You got the podcast, you rapping,
and that's what I see. Like,
you're driving,
I know
bro.
myself. I know myself, right? So I'm like, bro, what I could do with this, I could do this to the fullest extent. I could do this 100. I can put 120% into this. And that's what you have to do with anything that you work on. I'm just living by example. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that came before me, the creators and the podcasters and the truck drivers, you know, those guys that came before me, I want to replicate what they did and be the best my version of it.
Truck driving, dude, like that's like the foundation of
everything.
I mean,
and people ask me like, do you like your job? I'm like, bro, my job gave me everything.
Right. Yeah.
Those sacrifices I made in my early 20s gave me everything.
Right.
You know, putting down the weed, not drinking. I was cross country for 36 cents a mile. Like those were that's the foundation. Which is crazy. Of what I've done.
You've traveled more than probably a lot of people that I mean, there were days where I'd see you and you're fucking in Arizona.
But I know
shit.
guys though. I know guys that do what I do and we're like close, you know what I'm saying? And like shout out to y'all because it's just like we all can recognize like that work that it puts in. You know, that work that you put in, we recognize it. And it's bro, it's the backbone of the economy, like they say. Bro. Like my union steward, he did a fucking ad for Joe Biden's campaign. The shit was cold.
Yeah.
The shit was tight as fuck. He's like, Trump doesn't know what it's like to drive this truck to make a mortgage payment and shit like that. And then me in my personal life, I'm like, damn, I want to make a mortgage payment. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit encourages me.
And you think about it, man. Like think about how essential you like here, COVID going on and everything. You talk about essential workers, like what's more essential than a truck driver?
Bro, you don't know the irony?
Shit, companies don't get shit without truck drivers.
The irony of the year that I had last year. Bro, I was out of my truck for 2 months last year. There was I was drinking.
Yeah.
I was only playing a game and golfing. Like I felt like so one-dimensional without working.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even sometimes when I am working, I need a lot of time off. And even when I have my time off, I feel out of place, like I'm not in the cab, like I'm not working. And
see, dude, like that's nice because like when I hear stuff like that,
it's scary, bro. It's scary to have.
You love your work.
Yeah, it's scary. I mean, yeah, exactly.
You're you are literally the definition of somebody who loves to do what they're doing.
Most definitely.
And like that, I mean, we talk about inspiration and being blessed. Like,
you wanna know the week I just had? I didn't go to work Monday. Tuesday, I loaded up out of Lake Orion to go to New York. Went to my dad's house in London, Ontario. That's a big deal too. Like a lot of people don't have that privilege to kind of travel 2 hours away and be at another home. Like it's literally my other home. So I drove 2 hours, stayed the night there, woke up the next morning, had like 6 drops in Rochester, like headed out to Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
And then my backload was in Ohio. So I drove a couple hours, stayed at a nice hotel that I'm used to staying to. And then the next morning, I reloaded out of Ohio and got a backhaul up to fucking Bay City, which is not often, but that's good money. Like, not often do I get a long enough load that is going to make me money and get me home in a timely fashion. Fucking got that load off, got off of work. I did 2 loads this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to it that shit shit was fucking easy.
And you're all over. I mean, you're literally all over. It
doesn't phase you, like, literally.
I get tired. I'm physically and mentally tired, but less than I was, a year ago, 2 years ago when I first started. It used to take me hours and hours and hours just to load up my truck.
Bro, I've always been curious. So, like, when you're hitting the open road, do you drive late at night, or are you kind of like you like driving?
I sleep in, bro. I have a problem sleeping in. I have this privilege of not necessarily
you're like a night
having
driver,
to
then.
get up. So I sleep in, and if necessary, I'll drive till about 7, 8 o'clock at night. I used to work
you
nights.
Don't ever drive like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. So like when you're driving and it's getting late, it's getting nighttime, and you just got open road in front of you. What are you thinking?
That is, bro. You hit it. You hit it.
What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking about this. For a long time, for the long time, I was either listening to a podcast or talking to a family member or a friend. I'm not too active on the phone. I was listening to music, and you know me, bro. I go extra. I nerd out on shit. So my brain is at 1,000. I come from like educated, like my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family. It's just like hardworking, workers and educational, teachers and stuff like that. So like my brain.
Shout out Grandma New York.
Yeah. Shout out Grandma New York.
I'll never forget that.
What I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know Grandma New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like my brain. I get fixated on something and I gotta learn. I gotta think about it. It never was like that when I was in school. Like when I was in school, I didn't give a fuck about what I was learning about.
Man.
Exactly.
We're forced to do something. But
now it's like whether it's an artist or an album or a book or a podcast. Like I'll listen to audiobooks and stuff like that. And then now it's like whoa. Hi, baby.
Avalanche, come here.
Hi, baby.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
We got the pack coming in.
Yeah.
Come on.
Wolf pack. Man, those fucking
Definitely not
beasts, yo.
listening.
They're beautiful, man. He was well behaved when I walked up. I'm like, he's not gonna. That's okay.
Sorry about
it's
that.
Freaking, no, it's fine.
Oh, that's what happens when you got packs, man.
I'm telling you.
They kind of do their own thing, and
well, this is their house. Y'all just living right, bro.
That's exactly what it said.
I was gonna say it's really the dog's house. I just pay the fucking rent and / mortgage.
Exactly. No, that's why it's like when you say live, it's like why?
Right.
I don't want to do live.
Yeah, you don't get.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I can fucking around and play around with it and take other things, differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. So no, I was saying like when I'm in that cab, bro, I'm a different version. I'm on top of the world when I'm in my cab.
Right.
Like the saddest thing is it's like when I'm home. If I'm not doing this and I'm home, I'm just like a terrible version of myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to just sit around all day. No,
and like it's that
it's my office, bro.
Right. Yeah.
It's my castle, bro.
Yeah, and there's no better way to look at it.
And I'm nice too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm nice.
I'm
like
nice.
Give me some difficult shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give me a load that's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Or give me something that is mad far. Because that's where I want. That's what I want. That's how I like it.
Bro, the last when we're talking about obviously like happiness and whatnot. The last time I was like when I was doing something and I was like genuinely doing it and felt like, bro, high school soccer.
Oh my god,
bro, high school sport. I played college.
You
soccer.
were a man too back in the day.
Bro, played college soccer, and I tell you what, it was fun because I got to travel all over the country. But like. When you talk back to high school sports, bro,
it's
like
different,
there
bro.
was no pinnacle time in my life that like I was just like nothing else mattered. When I hit, dude, my boots stepped onto the pitch, nothing else mattered, bro. Nothing. Like I lost everything. Like I went completely like silent, mute. Like,
but it's a moment though too.
Bro,
like
that's what I'm
you
saying.
don't want that to. You don't want that to. It loses its meaning if you're still doing that. Now, if you're still a kid playing soccer in high school,
you don't think
and
about
it's longer and longer, it loses its meaning.
Yeah.
It means so much to you now because it was such a precise and pristine time. You know?
And that's like a great way to look at it, dude. It's just like,
and you know me and my boy, the family.
Right.
Like we played ball.
Right.
Like when we played ball, it was like different, and there were elements outside of our team, like our family, that enjoyed watching us play. Right. Like it was a moment.
Dude, it's you talk about those times, and it's literally like. You don't like what is it? Like for me, like that's my question is that I still don't understand. What was it about stepping onto the field or stepping onto the court? Like what was it that gave that its value that we can't at that time recognize?
Bro, when we were kids, we were all trying to figure it out, right? We're trying to figure out who we were. And what happens is it's the distractions. The distractions come in, like other people, the clicks. I gotta be like this. I wanna be this to fit in with this crowd. And then as you get older, you end up realizing like, no, you are like the wave. Like you started. Like you are what. You're not a part of the crowd. Like you are the crowd. You're the leader of the crowd, right? Whether you have a crowd or not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You represent yourself in that way. So when we grow up playing sports and stuff like that, it was one of those ways that we could validate who we were prematurely. Yeah. Like you don't know who the fuck. I didn't know who I was when I was playing ball, but I was I had my boys with me. I had my brothers with me.
And
we were about to score, and we were about to work our ass off.
Right. Yeah.
It gives you definition. You know what I'm saying?
It's that like pride, that pride you feel like that inner accomplishment of like, yeah, I fucking did that, or I did,
And then when it's over, all you have is the video game.
Right.
That's what people fail to realize, that it correlates. It correlates that I can still be with my boys. We can still be on a team, and we can still work on a goal together. However we do it, you know what I'm saying?
Still fuck shit up.
Yeah, right, exactly. And now, like what I say, like about golf gives me that same thing. Like I'm a grown man, but when I'm out there, I feel like a kid. I feel like I'm learning. I feel like I'm a student on the golf course, and I want to get better every time I do it. But man, that sport's fucking hard.
Right. Bro, you realize in June, when did, like June 15th or something, bro, that's 10 years we've been graduated from high school.
Yeah.
That's insane.
10 years.
To think how much we've matured in 10 years.
Fuck that.
I've matured.
Where did my 10 years go, bro?
It's insane.
Bro, I don't know. I'm mature. I don't think I'm fully matured.
Oh, no.
But
we're all working at it every
the past
day.
2-3 years says a lot more than, 18 to 23.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 18 to 22. It's just, and that's why this is important. Like this platform is for everybody. We're gonna fucking record again, and then we'll be like, wow, man, that first one was the one we did in 2021 was something else. January 16th or whatever the fuck day it is. Like that,
just coming off.
Fresh off, and then we'll refer to it as episode 12. Like we'll be like, damn, episode 12 is fucking lit.
That's crazy, but like,
me, I'm such a family and time oriented person that this has to happen. This has to happen.
Right. Multiple times.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things.
But this is a moment, bro. This is just a photography in the audio space. Yeah, we're just capturing a moment through audio. You know what I'm saying?
Which is crazy, and that's I don't know, like, because I didn't start dabbling in podcasts till probably 2019.
Yeah,
and podcasts were kind of already, they were.
Which podcasts you like?
Dude, so I. Going back to my nerd moment.
I was about to say.
I started off with a Destiny podcast. Straight Destiny, 24/7. All they did was talk about it, bro.
That's it.
And I swear to God, dude, it was like my buddy Blake showed it to me. Shout out to Blake B. Giles. He just messaged. He's like, bro, check this podcast out. Like, I just started listening to him. They literally do nothing but talk about like Destiny and different things. And like, I don't know if that was like what drew me in, because it was like, all right, I love playing video games. I love streaming it. And I'm just sitting here listening to these guys. And bro, my first thought in my head was like, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, I could be doing this shit.
Bro, I was just about to say. That's what I do, bro. When I listen to comedians and they talk shit and they get flagrant and they talk bullshit, I'm like, bro, me and my niggas could do this shit.
Bro, like when Jordan and I would be sitting around dude, and like what I love about
Jordan.
Jordan.
Conversations, the conversations you have with you and your brother need to be broadcasted. I'm telling you.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like when him and I sit down, and whether we're serious or just chirping or whatever the fucking case might be, bro, it is entertainment because my ass is dying.
It's golden.
And it's just like, you look at these people and like what they're doing, it's like, why can't I be doing that? Like, what are they doing differently?
You can. Now is the time.
And you can. And because
do it now.
Literally, it's just a flip in your...
I want more podcasts to... I want to know more... I want more people to do this.
Just start doing it. Like,
I really
even
do.
if it's not like...
there's less than 1 million podcasts right now.
Which is insane. It's an
Joe Rogan got... I talked about this previously. Joe Rogan got $250 million from Spotify off of his podcast.
That's insane.
And there's less than 1 million.
That's insane. It's an untapped market, dude. It's going to take... listen, here's what it's going to take. It's literally going to take one episode of you hitting that right note with somebody who randomly was like, hey, dude, check out, Dearly Beloved. This is a cool podcast, couple of guys and girls. And just like... completely raw, like no script, no nothing. Like
it's that time shit, bro.
We're not sitting here looking at papers, going off of like, hey, well, what's our next topic? Because that kind of topic, we're flowing into things, and that's how it should be. Like, it's completely naturally raw, uncut. Like, this is what they get, dude. And
I've gotten people. And me and you've talked. Like, some people kind of want like more of like a structure, like topic based.
We talked about it. I
but
mean,
I'm
just
like in my head, and like D Boyd. Shout out D Boyd. He was kind of like, he was like, let him do you know, let him
that
do
was
what
that
he
night
wants.
I came into the party on Xbox.
Bro,
and
no,
I was-
listen. This is a story. Look, I'm playing PGA, right? And I'm like, bro, I just got
we were
this
just talking about
stimulus.
that. Yeah.
I'm like, I just got my stimulus. Like, what the fuck is this $600? I'm like, what is this $600? Like, where did this come from? Like,
Right.
Like, do I have to return this? Like, what is this? And then my boy Ethan fucking hops into my Xbox Live party, and he's like, yo, that's the stimulus, bro. Like, that's supposed to happen. This, that, and the other. And I'm like, this motherfucker wasn't just here when I was asking the question. I was like, wow. But that's what Twitch does, though. I'm like, holy shit.
My brother needed help with the question. I had to come through, bro.
That was a moment, bro. That shit was so funny, dog.
Yeah.
That's some funny ass
bro, just
shit.
out of range. And dude, I got you favorited, no big deal or anything.
Yeah, right. Shout out to you. One of my favorites. Right. I got 50 followers.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Bro, that Mixer switch killed me, man.
Oh, really?
Mixer, Mixer, I was when I really started hitting it hard. And I loved Mixer because I love the idea of, like, don't get me wrong, I love Twitch. Twitch is a great platform. A lot of shit happens there. And the possibilities are endless with Twitch. But what I loved about Mixer was for somebody who's starting out that, you know, enjoys casually playing video games and wants to get more like competitive as you go on and whatnot. It was a great area for me to start because the community was so small. It was so like
it's less of a market.
Knit.
It's a smaller market. Same like with podcasting. It's
bro,
low
I think
market.
at one point on my Mixer, I think I hit about 1,100 followers in 3 months.
Wow.
1,100 followers in 3 months. And then that whole shit went down.
They didn't have any process for you to transfer your followers onto Twitch?
No, because
why didn't they just buy out the profiles and transfer them into Twitch?
So Twitch would have had to buy out Mixer, I'm assuming, because Mixer
But they
merged
didn't
with
do that?
No,
They
Mixer
just went
merged.
bankrupt?
Yeah, Mixer merged with Facebook Gaming.
Fucking shit.
And then everybody went to Facebook Gaming, but you still lost all your followers whether you had it or not. So you were at a decision of, do I go to Facebook Gaming or do I go to Twitch?
Right.
I mean, I've seen stuff on Facebook Gaming. It looks good, but it's like,
do you
Twitch,
have do those followers follow you on other platforms like say Instagram?
So like
or?
I've got a couple of them on Instagram, and a couple of them came back.
So they know where to
and
reach
a couple
you.
of them
you
didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
They didn't come over to Twitch. They didn't go to Facebook. They're just gone.
Right.
And it's like you can't get that back, man. I mean, you're talking about
fucked up.
building a community. I think that's what hit me hard was just like losing.
And then it affected your future streams.
And it affected my mentality, bro, because it's like on Mixer, I was averaging 20 to 30 people per stream.
Right.
Which, okay, 20 to 30 people, it's not a lot, but
bro,
for somebody who's starting
like me,
out, right,
bro?
for somebody like me,
that's a
I got
big
20
fucking
people
deal.
in the world watching me fucking sail a pirate ship or some shit, like whatever game I'm playing.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, man,
game.
whatever the fuck I'm doing. It's just like, bro.
You gotta be careful because that's what the platforms do. They make that money for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like they are allowing you to do something that you can't necessarily do for yourself.
Right.
But we have the power to kind of like with the podcasting, like this, I own all this shit. Can't nobody tell me shit. I can do this shit whenever the fuck I want to. You know what I'm saying? And it's an interesting thing. What's your favorite game ever?
Ever? That's a bold question, bro.
Nah, bro. Sorry.
Probably FIFA.
No, it can't be a sports game. You gotta.
Why can't it be a sports game?
Bro, because sports games are the same every year.
They suck, bro.
Every year.
I'll be saying the same
I have
shit.
never met a bigger like scam of a company than buying a sports. You tell me the difference between Madden 20 and Madden fucking 08.
But I think that, you know what?
Other than players on the roster.
You know what's funny? I think that golf is the perfect game for a video. For like the perfect sport to beat on a video game would be golf because there's so many different variables and so
but
many.
Either way, you're still Augusta is Augusta, whether it's in 08 or.
But you're not going to remember. You're not going to remember hole 9 from this year's game to the game that came out 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You've never been to that course. Like you're not going to remember that course because there's so many variables. There's so many holes, so many bunkers, so many shots that you're going to shoot 80 times. You know what I'm saying? You're going to shoot 80 times. With basketball and football, it's just end zone to end zone, and it's like the same plays over and over and over. But with golf, it's different shots every time.
Yeah.
I've come to notice that. Like that's why I like that game.
That's a good way to look at that. I didn't think about it like that.
I know exactly what your favorite video game is.
What is it?
I doubt it.
Say it.
So we've been playing the Nintendo Switch lately.
Oh my
Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
No, I've heard. I
know exactly.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
We've been playing Mario Kart. Have you heard of Berio Kart?
Oh, Berio Kart.
That's fun.
Bro, you've never heard of Berio Kart?
What is that?
We have
my
a game
God.
board.
Dude,
It's fun.
okay, all right, listen. Mario Kart is the straight craziest, dumbest shit ever.
We're gonna have to play it after this. For real.
all right.
We were literally we were sitting around at a party one day, and it was me and a couple of kids I went to college with.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, dude, we're bored. Like, what should we do? We're sitting there just drinking a couple of beers, talking, and having a good time. Like, I got Mario Kart. We're like, all right, let's play some Mario Kart.
Right.
Bro, my buddy cracks a beer, and we just kind of like looked at each other. We're like, I bet you can't finish that before the race. So yeah, I can. Like, no, you can't.
You have the 3
Like,
laps,
bro,
basically.
as we go around, we're like, fuck it. We'll make a game of this shit. You got to slam that beer or finish that beer before.
Or if you have a White Claw or
you
Truly
can't, right.
drink.
You could be in first all day, but you have to finish that beer before you cross the finish line. You got 3 laps.
Yeah, you got to finish your drink.
So, bro,
by the
we
time.
got guys popping keys and cans, shotgunning the beer, and then trying to like drive. You're just sitting there drinking the entire time, playing beer.
That's some wild shit.
Bro, it's some fucked up, but it's so
It's
fun.
one of those timeless games. Mario Kart is
Yeah,
timeless.
we don't play Mario.
Like when I went to Dave and Buster's, like, bro, that nothing beats that Mario
Right.
Kart game.
Yeah.
Nothing.
It's fun.
20 years from now, kids are still gonna love fucking Mario.
Exactly.
Well, I feel like it's evolved. Like, it's kind of stayed the same, but over, like, didn't it start with, like, the Playboy or... not
Yeah.
Playboy,
Like Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
and then
And
Game
then,
Boy.
yeah, and
Game,
then kind of.
Game Boy, not Playboy.
But
Game Boy.
Nintendo. Playboy.
We can talk about Playboy.
I like Game Boy.
I
it's
think I
just-
got a couple of subscriptions still at Mom and Pop's house underneath the bed there.
Man,
Hope they don't
no,
listen to that.
Nintendo is different. Like Nintendo,
remember
you have
Nintendo
PlayStation
64.
and Xbox, but Nintendo is like different. Like when you
Nintendo-
think about Pokemon and shit like that, bro.
Nintendo
oh my
will
God,
always
bro.
survive on the sole fact
It's a
of-
culture.
It's a culture.
It's
They
a
can-
solid culture.
Right.
You
and
know
they
what I'm saying?
can constantly like continue to put out what they're putting out,
Yeah.
and people still love it. They don't have to adapt to anything. They don't have to change. They literally still do
They
the
made
same
great
thing.
decisions. Like the higher ups at that company
Right.
made great decisions over the year. Like think about it. They had board games and cards.
Right.
Like they transferred Pokemon into an electronic experience.
Game.
Yeah.
And then they leveled in like with Pokemon Go. I enjoy playing Pokemon Go every now and then now.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like a serious thing, but I think it's so innovative.
Right. The
That phone game
Right.
is the first of its kind,
Right, bro, you're tapping into GPS on your phone to
And
fucking
I'm freak out over that type
Right.
of shit. I love that
right.
type of
When
shit.
you think about like the kind of technology and like that, dude. When we talk again, just kind of like coming full circle, we talk about being blessed. Like we are literally
Yeah.
in the golden
Yeah.
age of fucking technology, bro. We might not be able to teleport or do all this thing,
Yeah.
but when you think down to like the raw roots of what technology is and where it came from and how we've adapted,
it's faster than
and
us.
grown.
It's fast. It's so
Holy
scary,
shit,
bro. It's faster than us,
Yeah,
bro.
and that's the thing. Like growing up as kids, you don't talk. You like, oh, machines are gonna take over the world
Yeah,
one day.
bro,
Like,
it's that Terminator
you don't
shit.
think about it, but like realistically,
If you
bro,
look, if you pay attention,
Fuck me,
every
man.
couple years it's just some wild,
Right.
wild shit. You gotta
I'm
peep and
here.
be like, bro, that thing should not be moving like how we move.
no, and it's not even just that, bro. Bro, like, let me ask you this: who does your grocery shopping? Do you do it? Because there's an app on my phone. I can get somebody to do my grocery shopping for me. I can
just-
pick up a device,
Yeah, you
and they're
literally
gonna
just-
do it for me.
Put your order in, pull
It's
up
insane,
into
dude.
Kroger's parking lot. They'll bring your groceries to your trunk of your car.
Like, technology,
pop the trunk.
You think it's a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing.
I think it's a bad thing, honestly.
Yeah, I
It
do.
makes people
It's
lazy.
making people more lazy. Yeah.
Bro, it's not even about that.
It's a
It's
habit.
about like, dude,
What about the social interaction?
as a society,
Yeah, right.
bro.
And I was
It
talking about that
really-
last night. Look, listen, episode 11, we were talking about last night when it comes to being social and being dating and stuff. People not walking up on people
Right.
no more.
I think it
like,
really
hey,
has to
sweetheart,
do
how
with
you
it.
doing? You
Right.
look nice. You want to go
Like,
out?
what's our dating
and even
pool?
even if, say me, for example, being single, even if I did do that, the majority of the women that I would approach and say that to, they would be so put off by that.
Right.
It would be a turn off. It would be
Right.
an immediate turn off because this motherfucker literally just came up to me and started speaking.
Right. But,
You know
but
what
I
I'm
see you
saying?
on an app and I swipe
Exactly.
and then
That's
you're all
the
happy.
thing. That's
like,
the thing.
what the fuck,
It's
bro?
crazy.
What does our dating pool become?
But you gotta know. You gotta play the game, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta study the game. You gotta play the fucking game.
And that's what it is, dude.
You know?
Because it was funny. Her and I were talking about it one night. We literally said, like, what is just playing hypothetical? What would happen if you and I broke up? Mm-hmm. Who the fuck? Bro, I don't know. You think I know how to fucking date in
because
today's
you're still,
day?
yeah, you're
Bro,
still, you're
like,
still
you
in
just-
20.
You don't
You're still in
get it.
2010, you know?
Right. fucking 2008 back to like I bought her a fucking bouquet of flowers and a teddy bear and I'm going out on a date. Like nowadays, dude, like I gotta swipe left or right to like.
But it's such a beautiful thing that that's such like a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? Like the idea of you two not being together just doesn't.
Well, we've definitely like.
It doesn't make sense.
We've grown together.
Exactly.
You have to think like.
Oh,
over
there's
time,
no way. There's no way.
We've matured.
I know.
We've grown. Like it's something that.
Well, it's
over
funny.
time
I would take it personal. You know what I'm saying? I would have a problem with it. Like, you two motherfuckers cannot be fucking serious.
That shit out.
Go sit the
Figure
fuck
it
down.
out.
We're going to deal with it on the podcast, and we're going to work it out.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, have you ever heard of Jana Kramer's podcast? She's a country singer. I initially started listening to her probably
Smoking hot.
Really?
Oh, bro.
a few years back. Her and her
Shout out
husband.
Jana Kramer.
Oh my God. No, but I love their podcast. I feel like she has such like
It's a family
What do you
oriented.
like about it? What do you like
It's
about
family
it?
oriented.
It's
She literally.
important topics. I feel like some of the topics she brings up, I'm just like I can relate to, and they're so important. And some things that she'll talk about, even just like being married and having a family and kids, and trying to juggle the work life and the family life, and being a wife, and everything
There's
is
so
just
many shows out there.
And that's
it's
the
really
greatest
important to
part,
be able
dude.
to
Like
relate to
you
that.
just said it. Like there are so many shows out there. Like
I've listened to shows about porn, sex,
Everything.
family,
It's out
money,
there.
finances,
Right.
homeowning, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Culture,
It's so different.
video games,
Right.
And
There's
people are
variety.
like, this is a this platform right here is personal. You know what I'm saying? We're not stuck on one thing. Like I want to review things and I want to go in different directions with this one show.
So is that how
That's
you
good.
define yours then? Like how do you
Personal.
like when
Personal.
Yeah, personal.
I like that.
It's nice.
And I just came up with that because I never knew, I didn't have a way to label it. But this is
But
personal.
that's like when you think about it, dude. I can go on iTunes, I can go on Spotify, and I can search podcasts. Fucking make a personal category, dude. Like make it something like it's.
I think
personal.
this one is under culture, society, music, but it doesn't really. You got to
when
really
you think
listen.
about like that, dude, those are three broad topics.
Exactly.
Like when you think personal, like
Exactly.
it's fucking intriguing.
Right.
Like what's personal about it?
Right.
You know, and you get that like curiosity building. And it's like it's game over, dude. It's game over.
Let me ask you this: what was like defining? You have any defining traits like that were in your life that kind of made you and grew you into the person that you are like now?
I wouldn't say it's a trait. My dad.
Your dad?
Yeah, through and through.
Oh, for sure.
There's no trait. There's
You
no
challenge him, or you just?
It wasn't.
Is
dude,
he that ill to where you don't even have to question?
There's not anything my dad could do that I would question.
Fuck.
Bro,
That's
he
sick.
would just.
He'll just randomly start like Ethan will be working on cars and stuff,
Dude,
and electricity,
when
like
I
random
like
things.
when I think
Like,
about
where'd you
stuff,
learn that?
Yeah.
like
My dad,
Yeah.
the things that like my dad taught me how to be a man before I even knew what it was like to be a man. My dad taught me how to be a man before I even knew what a man was. Like
Right.
when you talk about things like that, like it's just like there's no. He is my inspiration.
Yeah.
Like I'm a living, breathing, walking version of my father created me.
Yeah.
And I mean I'm not talking like sex.
You're
like,
also
he created that, but like
you're also the baby.
baby of the
5,
family.
yeah, dude.
So he had
Bro,
these.
they were pumping out at 42. My mom was pregnant. Bro, you want to know what I said? Like, when I got older and I understood what that meant, I'm like, God damn, Dad, give me a high five, bro. Because you and Mom pumping that shit out at 42.
But with
No, but
that
you were an
experience,
oopsie.
his
You were an
experience
oopsie.
as
I
a
was not
father,
an
bro,
oopsie.
he's like, think of it as a video game. He was an elite commander by the time you came around.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's funny that you mentioned, like, he had it perfected. He had 4 other kids before me, and when the 5th one came around, and that's why, like, it's not that I'm the favorite child. I just felt
You
that
got all the experience.
I got everything.
Everyone's
And,
experience.
bro, like, I tell you what, the most beautiful thing in the world is growing up with older siblings. Like, as big of a pain in the ass as it is when you think about it, like, I wouldn't trade being the youngest sibling ever.
Yeah.
Because I got to watch Josh make mistakes.
It's tough being
I
the
got to
older
watch
siblings
Aaron
too,
make
dog.
mistakes because
It's
everybody's
hard,
riding
bro.
on you,
See,
man.
I'm the oldest sibling, and I feel like I learned a lot from being the oldest. Where
Yeah.
I kind of like wish I would have been the youngest, like
Yeah.
Ethan, growing up in a family having older siblings. But being the
I don't
oldest,
know
there was a
with
lot of responsibility.
Yeah, I don't know with
Personally?
me. I feel like I grew up with a lot of love, and I wasn't the most disciplined. I don't know. I think me and my brother kind of grew up, and we learned from trial and error through each other.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
I never was like this big brother leader type dude. You know what I'm saying?
You guys were also close in age.
We were
I mean,
True.
it's different.
Crazy,
like,
bro.
there's 18 years between me and Josh.
Bro,
18 years, dude.
Your oldest brother could
Like,
be
he
your
was
dad.
changing my diapers
crazy.
when he was graduating high school, which is insane, dude. So, like, again, growing up, like, you get to see those mistakes that they make, and you can avoid them.
Yeah.
You get to listen to their life experiences, and you get to allow that to shape and mold you. And it's
and it's funny because, like, I understand how you are socially as well. Like, you are so, like, solid. Like, you don't have to, like, kind of go out. Like, you don't have to go out and be social. Like, you're so comfortable and so safe at home. And that's what your family gave you. Like, your family, there's a lot of people with smaller families and, like, kind of other, like, different variables. And they kind of have to seek out. They have to go out. And they have to seek other shit from other people. And I always figured you were kind of that person. Like, me, I never been, like, on your bumper about shit. Like, I never had to worry about you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's the difference between, there's people that are that secure and that well put together and tight that they don't need to be out in the streets like that. Like, you'll see them when you see them,
bro. And, like, it's so funny that you mentioned that too. We were just going. So my birthday.
People take that as in like a not me, but people take that as like a slight. Like I'm mad. I haven't seen fucking Ethan in so long. I'm so mad. No, and it's like, don't you ever blame somebody for not being around, because that's what they need. I need that a lot.
And you gotta respect the process, dude. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know what they're grinding towards or whatever the case might be. But it's so funny that you mentioned that, because we were literally, so my birthday was just January 8th. We were going to a party. Happy birthday, brother. We were just going to a party that my buddy was throwing for me, and we literally, our friends just moved out here right down the street. They picked us up, and my buddy's wife, Erica, literally goes, you never have to worry about Ethan at, like, social, because that man you could put him in a room with 50 people and he would make friends with all 50 of those people. And, like, that, dude, that was something, like, I even did in high school, man. Like, I loved everybody. I mean, dude, I remember days I'd walk in and I'd be, like, talking to some random goth chick, and like, I would connect with her on some weird fucking level, but I could still connect with her.
You know
like,
what was funny,
it was
bro?
fucking nuts.
You were hilarious in high school.
Oh, am I not hilarious?
You were so. I mean, you were so, like, comfortable. But, like, remember the Spanish class we had,
bro? Miss Fesco.
All three of us were. That's what you were talking about. I forgot about that. She used to catch me cheating all the time.
Oh my
I forgot about that. But Ethan would always do he'd make funny noises, like, randomly. Like, oh my god.
I used to sleep in all my
Can you do that? Can you do it? When's the last time you did that?
Put him on the spot.
Do it on the podcast, bro.
I don't know. Oh my god.
Just in the middle of class.
Don't touch me there.
Oh my god, don't touch me there, daddy. Oh my god. It just feels so good.
That shit was so funny back in the day. And the teachers liked you. Like, the teachers, like, you couldn't do no wrong, bro. Nowhere. Teachers, coaches, I hate you, bro. We're gonna jump you. We're gonna jump. Me and Jesse are gonna jump you after this podcast, bro.
I literally would be in math class, and I forget her name. She was a short lady, a little heavier set, redhead.
Mrs. Hart or something?
Was it? It might have. No, I don't. Dude,
was she a math teacher?
I fell asleep in her class every single day. I've got pictures in the yearbook and pictures of me, like, just floating around of me sleeping in her class. Bro, I passed her class with an A-. And don't ask me how the fuck I got it, because I damn well didn't know shit about shit in that class.
Okay, a lot of the teachers in high school liked you because of your older sister,
siblings,
Caitlin.
Come on, man.
Oh no, for real. They were all like, "Oh, you're Caitlin."
Shout out to Miss Fesco, though, the Spanish teacher, because there was one day I came into class and she goes, "Ethan, I just want to let you know you are a pleasure to have in class, and I like you a lot more than I like your sister."
She did though. I was like,
"Goddamn!"
And you kind of. I've said that in previous episodes, like, you're not a threat. You know what I'm saying? You're not a threat. Kind of like how I am not a threat to people. And I think men and women, like, they look at people like us, and we're, like, attractive. You know what I'm saying? We kind of, like, you're a fucking attractive white boy, right? Yeah. And I'm, like, attractive black man, right? So it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Like, people kind of people will judge you for that and give you that kind of. It's fucked up, man. I kind of wish I was ugly, though. If I was ugly, I'd be a lot happier.
You think so?
Mm-hmm. I'd be married already.
I mean, that's why I don't give a
I
shit.
have 3 kids already if I was
when,
ugly.
When
God.
Jalen gives me a hard time, he's like, damn, that motherfucker thick now. I'm like, bro, I don't give a shit, man.
Right, he's free.
I had the fucking ripped body and fucking
he's
ripped
free.
ass. It's in the yearbook, Jalen. Go look at that shit.
Yeah,
He's
senior year,
free.
he won Best Buy.
I don't care.
He's free.
Bro, like,
did you
it's-
win Best Buy? You
He
son.
did.
I
Oh,
won-
senior year.
I'm gonna fuck you up after this recording, bro. We about to fight, bro. I
Bro,
hate Ethan so
I won
much,
Best
dog.
Body, Best Eyes, and Best Smile, and they wouldn't give me the other 2.
Damn, bitch.
They robbed me, bro. I was like, God
Okay,
damn.
is this the Ethan podcast or?
No,
No, that's what we
I
gonna
had-
do though.
I just
That's
had-
what we doing. We gassing
Listen,
shit up. We
I just
gassing
had to
everybody
flex
up.
my arm a little bit.
Everybody
you know?
get the smoke, man.
No, I mean,
For
I just,
real.
you know, it need. I don't know.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
But it is. It's one of those things where it's like when you think about it, like growing up as a kid, I was like, fuck, dude, you know what I want to be? I want to be a fucking baron. I want to build an empire and surround myself in that empire. And like as I get older now, I'm like, dude, I just want to help everybody get to where everybody wants to be.
You know what's crazy? Think about the people that were like somewhat, popular and cool, like in middle school, high school. It has a negative effect on you as an adult most of the time. I feel like you're an anomaly where you were popular, you were cool, you were socially gifted. And as you got, it just humbled you more. Like your family had such a great impact on you that it humbled you more as you got older.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's
You know how rare that is?
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody else that necessarily happened to.
which is crazy because when like it's to try and not say like to stay humble, but when you think about it like that, like
No,
I just didn't think about it like that. That's a
get your
great
shit
way to
off.
put it.
You never
I
even
mean,
you never even had to think about it.
yeah, it just
We gonna gas you up. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get no for real,
Right,
for real.
I mean-
we gonna gas you up because it's a perfect example of being true to yourself and being true to your core and not changing. And if you were to change, you have people in your life that are gonna tell you like, bro, knock it off. You acting out of character.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and and bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You'd probably be the first one in the fucking ring to tell me, "Hey, you're out of character."
Yeah, most definitely. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But I would never.
If I was
have
doing
to-
some shit that I shouldn't be doing, this motherfucker hatchet.
It's hard to do that though. Even with my other friends and my family and stuff like that, it's hard to tell somebody about themselves. I feel like you can kind of take that criticism. There's some people that can and some people that
sometimes,
can't.
yeah.
But me, I have this issue where I'm never gonna not say what
But
I
I
want
think
to
it's
say.
important to give constructive criticism because everybody like deserves that opportunity to hear like, hey, this is what's going on.
Yeah.
this is
But
how
at the
I'm
same
feeling. Just be
time,
honest
that
about it.
person has to be able to accept
Ready,
constructive.
Yeah.
See
for
me,
sure.
that's what's wrong with me.
Fuck
I could
that.
know that you're not gonna accept the criticism. I'm gonna give it to you anyway,
Right.
and then it's gonna be a rocky road.
I think that's what we love about you.
But that's the thing though. Like here, listen, you're not only are you willing to like critique and give that criticism, you're willing to go through the fucking rocky road. of it.
Exactly.
Like you're not just gonna be like, oh yeah, hey, you should be doing this
Shout
different.
out to 2020.
Right.
Like I did that a lot with like
Right.
a lot of people. Like a lot of people, I was like, if I say this, yes, they're gonna be mad, and we're gonna see what happens, and I'm gonna say it anyway. I'd
See, but
rather
that,
say
like-
it and get crucified for it than not say it and it come up later on.
But that's the thing, dude. Like when I think about that, like you know how many people I would have just like liked to sit down and been like, listen, dude, I've just kind of been like watching from afar. What the fuck are you doing with your life?
Because
But
I'm
I'll
too
never
hard
call
on
them
myself.
it.
I would, and this is kind of narcissistic, kind of like an ego thing. I would be too hard on myself to be like, wow, I should have said that. Well, because it comes from having loss, right? Like I've
Right.
had loss. Like my stepmother passed away when I was
Right.
really young. So there's stuff I wish I could say. I wish I could sit down with her and record the podcast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, that'd be-
you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I wish I could talk to her and show her who I am now, because she would be proud. But that lesson right there,
Yeah.
that shit teaches you, like, take advantage of your time.
Yeah.
Because
Bro, you know what that says though? The fact that you're able to sit there and just be like, I know she would be proud. Like, do you know what that
because
means?
the same with me and JT, because
I mean-
it comes with understanding. When you're young and you go through something like
Yes,
that,
that's what I'm saying.
something
Dude,
happens. It triggers something in your brain.
You never want to go through.
And people
it.
think I'm hard. Like, people think I'm hard on them. It's like, no,
Right.
bro, it's time. Like, this
Right.
is the time. I'm not hard on you. I just have to get this out because I'm not going to not say some shit that I know you need to hear.
Right.
And I would want the same respect from you
Right,
to me. I
backwards.
would want you to do that shit to me.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's hard. And I say it all the time. Like, I'm old. I feel old. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the stuff that I've gone through and the work that I put in, I'm a fucking 40, 45, 50-year-old
Bro,
man.
you were the least Gemini I think I've ever met.
I'm a Cancer. I'm a Cancer Gemini. I'm
Or
born on
you're
the
in the
21st.
cusp of-
Yep.
You're on the
Okay.
cusp?
So I'm Cancer. I'm really emotional. I'm really...
Wait, you're not a Gemini?
No. Nope.
Oh, that would make sense. I was gonna say you're the least Gemini I think
Exactly.
I've ever met my entire life.
I'm really emo. Really emo. I was always like that. As a kid, I was like, I would cry all the time. I mean, I wouldn't cry all the time. I didn't know how to express myself when I was younger.
Yeah.
Now I know how to express myself.
Express your emotions.
So I'm my own prescription drug. Like my brain is my own prescription drug.
I'm just trying to think. I can't remember if you were able to handle it when I hezzy stepped you back.
But I never had a problem being hezzy stepped. You know what I'm saying? You can hezzy step me, I'm gonna give it to you, but you know, just step up on defense. I'm gonna shoot a 3. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be less energy going into what I got going on. I'm gonna just shoot the 3. You know.
Golly, man, those were the best days, dude.
You guys want another beer?
I remember that. I'll take one. I remember that neighborhood though. Remember like Gardenia and like
the
Campbell,
Keller?
7-Eleven and Keller.
Dude.
That shit was lit, bro.
You know what I'll never forget, Hatch? And I swear to this day I still like. The fact that like I come over to your house, I'd stay the night or whatever, and bro, just the late nights of just staying up, fucking gaming, playing or whatever, sneaking downstairs, grabbing shit out the fridge, heating that shit up.
And we were so innocent too. This was before we were like kind of. I got into smoking and drinking and shit like that. This was before like, hey, let's go egg that motherfucker's house. No, that was around. That was. I guess the egging was the kind of rebellious spirit. It was a Nirvana. It was the Smells Like Teen Spirit type activity, huh?
You ever regret doing it?
No.
Not at all? Bro, I think about it now. I'm like, God damn, if somebody egged my house, I gotta get my ass.
See, now you want another level. Now wait, when I get my crib, like when I buy my house, yeah, of course. I'm gonna kind of feel some type of way about shit.
Like, but fuck, man, when I think about that, I gotta do yard work. Like, that takes time out of my day off. Like,
but those people in that neighborhood, bro,
that guy was a dick.
They're good. They're good. They're all right.
That one guy. That
man,
one guy
he's
we hit.
Fine, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
He's fine. If you live in that neighborhood, you just are looking for shit to complain about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the politics these days, it's just people just looking for shit to complain about. These people are butthurt about an election.
You think it's because they got nothing better to do?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what it is.
Like, so people, bro. Like, I guess that's my thing. Like, is America that
if
lazy?
you have a job and you got some shit to do, then you're not storming the Capitol, bro. You're getting sleep.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Are you that bored in your life or that unhappy that like that's the highlight?
There's always a reason. I can see through a motherfucker, bro. I can see through somebody. I can tell by the way you acting what type of shit you on, like up here. Because that's that cancer mentality, because I've been there. Like, I could see myself in you. Like, I could see why you are so angry and so frustrated. I understand why. It's because you lost grasp. Right. You just lost grasp of everything. You don't have no control.
So let me ask you this. That and not going back on like politics, but just like I wanna because we're talking about
we ain't got shit.
No, like we're talking about like the mentality of people right now, and I like this topic. My thing is like that dude that sat at Pelosi's office and kicked his feet up on the table, didn't have a mask on or anything. Like, and I don't mean like for COVID or anything. I mean like you see who he is. Like we know who that guy is.
Privilege.
You really think that's what it is?
I know that's what it is. Privilege.
That's his.
Some people are so privileged and butt ass naked about it. Like, I feel this way. I'm this person.
That it fucking takes to sit in an office and kick your fucking feet on that desk.
That is what I'm saying.
And not cover your face.
That's
bro,
what I'm saying,
we know who you
dog.
are. National news knows who you fucking are. They're coming to kick down your
privilege. That's what all Trump. That's what. And I don't want to get racial, but that is the difference between a lot of racists in this country. Even people that come from other countries coming to the United States and they made it, this, that, and the other, they have they feel like they are superior to African Americans. They feel like they're superior to Mexican Americans. Yeah. There's a privilege in your color, and it's sad. It's sad, but that's the biggest dilemma in this country.
The way here, I don't know if this is like a dumb way to look at it, but this is my way to kind of look at that. Line us all up. Cut each one of us.
We all bleed red, right?
And you fucking tell me what color each of us are bleeding. Because that's the only fucking color that matters to me. You bleeding some blue shit? Yeah, I'm going to put you down. But, I mean...
I'm going to put you down. Where the fuck are you from?
Where are you from? You know what I'm saying? We come in peace.
But it's just...
Fuck it, bro, speaking of that, did you see that shit? They got 180 days to release all the information they have on UFOs.
Man, I don't know what... Ain't nobody ready for that, bro.
We come out of 2020, bro, and the first thing we find out in 2021 is we got some fucking UFO information.
Keep it simple, bro. Keep it simple. Keep it at home. Bro. Do what you got to do to take care of home. Don't worry about what the fuck is going on over in Nevada with them shits. I'm sure they over there, but we in Michigan.
We got time.
You know what I'm saying? We got time. Once shit start going down, people got phones. We're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in Canada somewhere. I'm gonna be up with the igloos and shit up on north side of Canada. I got people
I'm gonna
up
take
there.
me and my pack up there.
You know exactly. See, you gonna be straight. You gonna walk up there with the fucking dogs and shit.
Let them motherfuckers pull me up, attach them to a sled. Mm-hmm. Bro, what do you think about Elon Musk saying he wants to colonize Mars?
I think we should support. I think we should support anything that guy wants to do.
You think so?
Same way, and see, I'm about to get in my bag. Same way with artists and scientists and like someone like a Kanye West. Like, he's crazy, but he's the right kind of crazy. Just give him the ability to do what he wants to do and see what happens.
You think he's stuck with that dude?
No, of course not. Even if he did, so what?
So what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't care.
What does it matter?
But I think that talent, you got to support talent. Someone like Elon Musk, someone like...
Bro, when you think of like creative thinking, those fuckers are on a whole... They're writing the fucking book on creative thinking.
But what do we do with kids when we see talent in them? We put them in position. We fund them to get an education. We fund them to play a sport and earn their education. You should do the same thing with people that are older. You should constantly, if you have a gift and you can recognize that gift, you should constantly fund that person to do dope shit.
So you're saying it shouldn't stop?
Nope. I don't think so.
Which I guess I
think Elon should be able to do anything he thinks that anything he should try and he should fail. And not everything's gonna work, but he's a human being,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I guess that I didn't really think about it like that, but the second that you stop allowing and kind of
that's what happens. It's the system, I guess, bro.
Yeah, when you talk about we do it for kids and stuff, but when we get to adult age, we kind of stop. You kill the creativity of adults. Mm-hmm. It's no wonder suicidal rates are,
and that's why people like these artists and that's why they go crazy, because people stop believing in what they do.
Right.
There's some type of age limit for production. Like, you can
What do you think drives M?
Who? Eminem?
Yeah.
What drives him?
Yeah, like what? Because there's been times that people have walked away from him, fucking said he was no good, no more.
I think M is I don't know, man. I wish he would try and make different type of music. I wish he would make happier music.
Do you shun him for making music and hip hop the way it was? Do you think it's an issue that he's trying to keep hip hop in the generation in that era?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You think?
I think he should collab with more people. I think he should go straight into his talent. Like, if you want to rap about pain and suffering like you've been doing for 2 decades, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do that with other people. Don't just keep doing that shit by yourself, because it's going to get old.
But do you think... I mean, dude, it might get old, but that motherfucker's still pulling the highest numbers on fucking Spotify.
He is my favorite, but the numbers don't matter. I was having a conversation with a guy last night about he thinks that numbers, that numbers don't lie mentality is so stupid. You got to keep pushing the envelope. You got to keep, it's not about the numbers, it's about the product. It's about the finished product. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that.
Yeah, but someone like Eminem, they're kind of tied down with those numbers. Like, he's kind of a one-trick pony because he's Eminem. And I think that if he was somebody else that wasn't as popular, he could kind of get more creative and try different things.
So, like, when we talk about, like, that, as adults shutting off that creativity and, like, their mindset, do you think we've shut off Eminem's creativity?
Eminem is one of those guys who could do whatever the fuck he wants to do, I think.
Right. But
it doesn't have anything to do with what we think.
Elon Musk is going to do whatever. That motherfucker's selling everything he owns, and he's going to take $188 billion. He
doesn't even stay in the same house for a long time. Like,
he doesn't even own a house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I've seen that, bro. He's going to take $188 billion and he's going to go colonize fucking Mars. Mm-hmm. He might be the only motherfucking space hut on there, but he's going to do it.
Right.
Which is
insane. I think that if you have a gift, you should do it until you die.
Bro, would you move to Mars?
No.
Why?
I like Michigan. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we're talking about a state and a planet.
I don't know. I'm good, bro. Y'all can go up there if y'all want to. I'm good.
We're about to go there for our honeymoon.
We can FaceTime when y'all get up there. But
bro, technology, we probably would be able to FaceTime up there too.
I'm good, bro. I think people try to do too much. I'm happy where I am. I'm happy with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to... I don't
See, that's a blessing, dude. The fact that you can sit down at the end of the day and, like, be so self-aware that you're able to say, yeah, I'm happy. Like people, dude, when you think about it, how many people are actually
I know
able
it's
to sit
sad.
and
I
do
wish,
that?
and I feel somewhat guilty.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
No, and I get that because, like, for me, dude, like, it's tough to try and find like a balance because for me, I've always wanted more than what I've ever had.
Right.
Like, I've got this house. I want more than what this house is.
Right.
Like, not necessarily.
That's human nature.
Right, but not necessarily like attaching myself to like materialistic. But that was where like I kind of like it's a fault of mine because like I fell short. Like I became attached to like material, and like that's one thing I love about her is that she could give two fucks.
Keep you
Do you want
grounded.
to know what all she cares about?
What?
Is that she's A, sitting here with me, and B, we'll have a family one day.
Right.
That's literally all she
See,
doesn't
and
care.
when I talk about myself,
Bro.
I'm such a little bitch. I'm so feminine. Like, I'm like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like that. I don't
Can't
care
do a
about
thing. Oh my God, he wants
material.
kids.
Bro, I'm like that, though. That's what I
Right.
want.
Yeah.
But that's
I
what
just
I'm
want to
saying.
be
Can't
with
wait to
someone
start a family and have kids one day.
Bro, you know how hard it was for me to
Excited for
accept
that.
that?
No, it wasn't hard.
Bro, you know how hard it was for me to accept
Why?
that? Because it meant me having to accept the fact that I might never have that 8,000 square foot home that I want. It meant that I might never drive that murdered out Range Rover that I want.
Yeah.
Because I
If you
got
make those sacrifices,
Right.
but if you make those sacrifices now for what you want in the future,
Right.
I mean, you gotta
But
be
that's
able
what I'm
to weigh
saying,
out your
dude.
options
Like
there.
that was
Yeah.
something that like we had fights and arguments. And I seriously questioned it. I'm like, dude, like how can I marry
You're not going to be driving
because
a Range Rover
for
because we're in
me,
the family.
All right, exactly.
well, for me, it was like, how can I not be with somebody who doesn't have that same? How can I be with somebody who doesn't match my drive?
right.
But she does. It's just in a different
Her
way.
version of it,
It's
yeah.
her version. And so for me, like 2020 was tough for me, dude. Like a lot of shit happened for me, and there was one constant through the entire thing.
It was her.
It was her. Like one constant. And it was just like, for me, like when I thought about like proposing and stuff, dude, it was
Probably the scariest thought
the
ever.
scariest thought of
But
my
it was
life.
an easy decision.
It was an easy decision.
It took a lot of energy and I'm sure it took a lot of energy and like the movement of it, like the energy of it was
yeah.
a big deal, but
Yeah.
the decision was like, I'm sure easy
Yeah.
as
Well,
fuck.
I was in complete shock when he actually
Bro,
proposed
she asked
that
me
day.
if she goes, "Are we getting a third dog?"
Because we had been talking
I'm
about
like, motherfucker.
getting a golden
Bro,
retriever.
I lined the bridge with these like old retro light bulbs, ivory rose petals,
you
candles,
told me. I called
flowers.
you. I remember where I was when we
pictures,
talked
picture
about it.
Bro,
But you
I'm
have to
like-
think, even that day, like before we had like celebrated our anniversary, he told me, "Oh, you know, I'm not gonna."
I told her
propose
that night. I
anytime
said we'll never
soon."
get married. I said we ain't
No,
ever
he
getting
honestly,
married.
he was just
You are
like,
out your damn mind. You are out your damn mind if you think we get married.
No.
Somebody call somebody and tell her that she out her damn mind because it ain't happening. And the next day it fucking happened, bro.
I wasn't expecting it. I was in shock. I was so happy, but I really did leave him down on his knee for a good 30 seconds.
Fuck 30 seconds. That motherfucker left me there for 12 years,
How do you
bro.
think I felt for 12 years?
Fuck me, man.
I was just like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yes."
Bro, I put her. So we on the.
It was a great
Bro,
time.
on the back of the bridge, I had a sign. It said the average human takes like 4,000 steps a day. And I was like, so over the course of 12 years, I was like, all right, I'll fiddle with this. So I was like, over the average, and I took average. I was like, we've taken 27 million, whatever the number was.
300,000
steps together. Will we take, will you take one more with me?
Right.
And as she's reading it, my ass is getting down, opening the box. And she turns around and looks down at me with this giant fucking diamond in my hand. And she goes,
Are we getting
Are
a
you
dog?
serious?
are we getting another dog?
No, first I
That's
said.
not what happened.
First I said, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yes." And I was like, "Yes, of course."
No, you were like, are we getting another dog?
Because he had been telling me for the longest time we're talking about getting golden retriever. I was like, "Oh my god, we're getting a third dog!"
And all the while, the wind is fucking hitting me in the face. My knees
think about
fucking
how
hurt.
complicated your brain situation was and how simple hers was. Like at that time, right? It was just like
because he was shoving
and
it
you're
in my
sitting here like-
brain that we were not getting engaged anytime soon.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like that mindset
But I
of
was
being
over.
able
But
to
I was
change
over
it.
here for the long haul. I was ready to stick around, and
yeah.
So it wasn't. Maybe we live together. We have 2 dogs together.
that shit is invaluable.
Yeah.
Invaluable,
and that's
dog.
but
That
that's
shit
what I'm
is so
talking about. Like,
fucking
dude,
cute.
I didn't realize the value of it until like 2020. Like and that's what
taught us a lot.
It did, because I want the bigger house. I want the bigger
got
car.
Stronger, and other relationships
it either got strong or they were done. That was
but it had to happen, bro. It's not a good or a bad thing. It's like, man, that's fucking great.
It's just the cycle. And you gotta feel nothing.
I don't regret nothing from 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm so glad that everything happened the way it did. It made me stronger. You know what I'm saying? But it sucks because the people that, you know, like I said, with the blessings, like if you can't count your blessings and you go through 2020, it's just like, fuck, man, I hope you're doing all right now.
Well, I like the way that your outlook is on life. How you said, like,
I have
the
to be
glass
that way.
is half full.
I have to.
Because the people that you surround yourself with is very important, I think, for like your mental health, your emotional. Like you have to.
Bro, you realize you're the only
be
person in
around
high
those
school I
people.
still talk to?
Yeah. Really?
I mean,
there's a couple people like that.
Rel
though.
and them, like here and there, like on box or something. But like,
there's a couple people like that.
As far as
though.
hanging out, yeah, you're the only person that I really like. You come over.
There's other like Wagner.
He's the same way.
I'm the only. Me and Wagner be tight as hell, but he don't really talk to nobody else.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. People hit me up and be like, "Oh, I haven't," and I'm like, "Sorry, dude. Fuck you want me to do about it?" Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's just it's crazy to think about that, like, because I was close
because
to
we lived in me and you had a moment outside of the hoopla of high school. You know what I'm saying? We lived around the corner from each other.
Yeah.
So
you think that's what it was, though?
We were most definitely. We were accessible to each other to the point where it was real. It wasn't fabricated. Like high school shit can be really fabricated. It's like, okay, I have this class with this person, so me and this person can be tight.
Right.
And then after high school, it's like, well, I don't have that class with them no more. We don't have to hang out. We don't have to see each other anymore.
Which is crazy, because I look at some of like the girls from high school, bro, they're all still fucking best friends. Shit's nuts.
Yeah, that's a good. That's, you know, because they had that same dynamic though. But they were outside of school being best friends as well.
Yeah, it wasn't just a school thing. That's crazy when you think about it like that.
But with guys and women deal with women differently than guys deal with guys.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's almost different. Like I think a lot of girls, especially younger females, they they will stop fucking with a bitch so quick. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like, "Oh, that bitch is dead to me," and I'm like, "Damn," but like.
You were just best friends, like yesterday.
Fuck that, you were sisters like a day ago.
You can't just like forgive her, maybe.
Yeah.
Like forgiveness is next to godliness. That's the type of shit I be on. I be on some fucking shit all the time, and it's so hard for people to understand.
Bro, I remember you saying that night in the party. You were like, what were you? You were like something, and I was like. It was like two people.
I'm
like,
dropping gems.
I love Jesus, and I forget what it was. Fuck, I wish I remember.
Yep, I be dropping gems all the time because it's always in the back of my mind.
Right.
Like I want to live vicariously through that mindset.
Yeah.
So I just bring it up all the time. I'll be like, forgiveness next to people think I'm pussy. People think that I'm like someone to step over, but I'm like, you can't step over me if I'm like above that. You know what I'm saying? Like
you could
I don't feel no type of way about somebody punching me in the face or calling me telling me I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because that doesn't matter to me. What matters, my opinion of myself is the only thing that matters to me. And it's hard to be that way, bro. Man. It's hard to be that way, bro. It's so hard. And it's hard to be in like a relationship.
Because it's not just a one day thing. Bro, it's constant. It is an everyday 24/7, 365. You have to constantly be telling yourself.
And I have my up and downs too. Even when I'm low, even when I'm low and I'm not on my square and I'm not who I normally am, it's just like that optimism is different. The optimism in me is different than I think a lot of people. Yeah. But it's hard to deal with me that way. It's hard because I kind of bring you up to this. Like I said, like I told you earlier, like people come around me and try to act like something that they're not. And I can tell, I can sense it.
Which is crazy to me. I mean,
I see it. I come from great people. Like my people, bro, my dad, my grandparents, my mom, like my cousins, my family, my immediate family. Yeah. I come from some great fucking people. Yeah, and I'm in a blend. I'm in a blender.
Love your mom. I love her.
Death,
she is, bro.
That's my baby.
I love your mom.
I love my mom. She's that youthful spirit in me.
Bro,
that's why we clash a lot because I blame her for my childish ways, right? Mom, if you listen to this, I love you to death. But I do. Like I kind of she's a reflection of me in a sense of the things that the man in me doesn't like, but the kid in me loves.
Bro, you remember some of the days like just being at your mom's house and like She just made it.
Kool-Aid, brownies,
She made
nachos,
it fucking what it was.
Michigan football. Yeah,
right,
she did the fucking thing. Yeah, everything.
Saturdays, fucking, all right, we're going to go hoop, and then the game's on. We got food. Like, shout out Mama Hatch. Love you, Mama Hatch.
Right.
We miss you. Get your ass back to Michigan.
Right. Shout out to Jersey. But she was, yeah, that's who I am.
Yeah.
I'm her. I'm a different version of her. I'm her and her mother and my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think in a way, I'm a blend of all those people.
But you're right. I guess, like, it's so crazy sitting down and talk. Like, bro, we were around each other almost every single
all
day.
the time.
When you don't think about it because you're around that person, like, you were fucking surrounded by some fucking great people.
Yeah.
Still are.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Most definitely. I mean, not in a physical way. Like my dad doesn't live here. My mom doesn't live here.
No,
like,
but
I'm the last Mohican. You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma on my dad's side here, and she's amazing. I got bigger cousins. I got little cousins and stuff in Detroit. But like that's what I see myself. It's a lot of pressure being that the last one standing. I'm the last Mohican in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? And in Mohican, it's like Mexican. It's like it's like the last Native American Mexican black. You know what I'm saying? In Detroit. But I feel that. I feel that pressure. I owe my family and my future self to be that version of this.
Right.
I'm the captain in this part of the country. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like when I saw your mom years ago made that post, she's like, heading back to New York, whether I forget if it was for work or whatever it was, but like she was going back to New York. Like you guys were on your own. You and JT were on. It wasn't like she abandoned you, but like you guys were fucking. Bro, you were surviving before I even was thinking about fucking surviving. Like, and you were. And now
my stage is the stage in my life where I have less responsibility and I'm building for my future. But yes, and that's why I said the 2-3 years ago, that really defined, as hard as it was, it really defined who I was, and I had to prove to myself. You know, if my mom doesn't do that, I don't have an excuse to level up. I don't have an excuse to go haul cars, to do what I wanted to do before I got my license. I wanted to work for Cassins.
She gave you the greatest gift.
In a way, it was packaged differently. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a way, she did. I wanted her to do what she wanted to do, what made her happy. And me and my brother was there, and I was always like this. I was always with my brother. I always wanted the best for my brother, and I knew it would be difficult, but we signed up. We signed up for it. You know, we signed that paper together.
That was 19, right? You were about 19 or 20?
No. That was 2-3 years ago. So I was 24. Yep, 24.
Was it that recent? Yep. I thought it was younger than that.
I was 24, and me and my brother rented a house on the west side. We lived there for a while. I was making $15 an hour up the street here in Livonia at Imperial Beverage. Your brother hooked me up with that job.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I was working there, and then I met great people there. I still talk to them. Shout out to my Imperial Beverage drivers. Shout out to y'all. And then I started hauling cars. In that first year hauling cars, I needed JT as much as he needed me. You know what I'm saying? It was hard making money when I first started doing that job. And then I motherfucking turned into an animal, bro. I'm a fucking beast now, for real.
Bro, that's how I felt with like Jordan and whatnot. Like when he called me, like I had graduated school and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. And he's literally called me. He's like, hey, will you come to that restaurant and help me out? Mm-hmm. Like, all right. I mean, I was still living at home with mom and dad at the time. I didn't know what I was going to do. Right. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess. Fucking, I came out for like a weekend, and then it was like, hey, can you stay through the week? And I was like, sure. I was like, just let me run home, grab some clothes.
Jordan
go home, grab clothes, bro. Bro, that guy, listen.
He's different.
Bro, fucking.
Jordan is different. Bro. I love talking to Jordan.
Bro.
Shout out to you, JW. We need to link up. We need to link up soon. I'm gonna sit down with him. It's gonna be just me and him. Gonna be fucking.
When you talk about somebody who's on a different level,
he's on a different sphere, bro. He's
he's in his own fucking world.
Even when we launched this podcast, like I didn't expect him to show. My man pulled up on the studio at us, and I'm like, dog, fucking sit down, bro.
Dude, he just like his whole, and it's funny too. Like we kind of
he has that childlike. He has a childlike character in him too. Like when we talk on the game and when we're on the game and stuff like that, and I fucking love that shit.
It's completely different. But his ability to see things coming from miles away, and bro. Like
he believes in me. He believes in this show.
Oh,
before it even started, bro, he was like,
if you come to Jordan with an idea like, hey, I wanna sell sneakers out of the garage, bro. let me get you in touch with
He's
a couple
not
other
gonna say
people.
no,
Like,
yeah.
let's get you some shelves in there and let's start fucking going. He like, and that's
He
one
needs
thing.
a shadow. He needs a kid shadow. He needs like a prodigy. He needs somebody to see how he moves and how he works. Just to learn. Like, you can get more information from hanging around a day with Jordan
Bro, that's what
than you
10
can over at
That's
school.
what 10 years of working with him did for me.
Yep.
Like shit that I do now, like I like something will happen during a day and I'll like look back and I'm like, fuck me, that's Jordan through and through. Like I didn't just do that. That's fucking him showing me like, bro, I'm fucking 23 years old, like coming out of it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. You know, he's over here, you know, I'm paying rent and he's giving me a place to live and you know, it's different, man. He's one of those different thinkers. He's on a whole different.
He's a great person.
He's got a different tinker for his thinker because he's fucking. he's on a whole new level. Man.
I love fucking Jordan.
Hopefully, him and Alyssa start having kids soon.
Yeah, bro, he just got engaged.
He's got engaged to Alyssa.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking insane.
Do you see him as a daddy?
Jordan? Yeah.
I think they'd be great parents. Honestly.
Yeah, I can see Jordan. Jordan's great with kids.
What kind of dad do you think you're gonna be?
Me? I'll fucking whoop the shit. Listen, little Tommy, get your ass over here.
Them babies gonna.
No, you are
them
not.
Them babies gonna fuck you up. Dog.
Yeah, they are, dude.
They're gonna fuck you up. They're not even here yet, and I already know.
Like, if I have a boy first, I would be fine. But if I have a girl, you better fucking stay the fuck away from me.
The baby's gonna fuck you up, bro.
The first guy that breaks my girl's heart, dude, I'm gonna fucking
no, you're not,
bro.
No,
I'm gonna end his career.
No, you're not, bro.
Well, we have one like a few different couples of friends, and they're all getting engaged, getting married, right around the same time as us, and we're just talking about like having kids, raising them all like around the same age, that type of thing, and I just like sat back and just looked at him. I was like, if you really want to have a kid right now at this age, just get a puppy. Just see what it's like. Take care of a puppy, be up all night long, you know, potty train it, take it outside, put it in its crate. A puppy's a lot of work. So imagine having a kid. It's 24/7. Like your whole life changes.
Could you have a kid right now, Hatch?
Your whole life changes.
Yeah, I would love to have a kid, but
like
I'm not willing to. You
have to sacrifice so much.
Pick one,
That's what I'm saying.
bro.
At 28 years old, I can honestly sit right here.
The thing about me is I gotta pick an oven. Like, you got your oven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta pick an oven and put that fucking
that easy bake oven, baby.
I'm just saying, you gotta pick an oven, right? So that oven thing, I gotta be really. I'm a real selective person. I don't think I'll have kids for years. I don't think I'll have what I necessarily.
I think I'll
want.
have my first kid at 30. I'm not trying to plan it that way, but I'll have my first kid by 30.
I don't think I'll have babies for years. So
I think you'll be a great dad, though.
Oh my
honestly.
god, I'm gonna fucking.
I can't wait for you to have kids one day.
I'm gonna knock that shit out the park. I'm gonna be an old dad.
I'm so excited. Well, you know, Ethan's mom and dad. Honestly, like when we started dating, I was.
Bro, her mom is Josh's age. Her mom's 3. Her mom
is his oldest brother's age.
What? Really? No, listen to some crazy shit. Her mom was a senior when my brother Josh was a freshman in high school at Don Darrow.
So his mom and dad are my grandma and grandpa's age.
Yeah, her grandparents should be like her parents if we're gonna compare.
It's a different dynamic. I mean,
fucking insane, dude.
But it's taught me a lot, honestly. Like he never grew up with grandmas and grandpas.
No, I had one grandma growing up because they all passed away by the time. I mean,
you ever think about that? Will you ever think about the kid dynamic in your parents? I want my grandparents to meet my babies, but I can't.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't. I don't have control over that.
No, it's like.
It's a scary thought.
When I think about it, yeah, it really is. Dude, it's a sad fucking thought, dude. Yep. Because when I think about like all the shit my dad taught me and like what he could teach my kid that I just, he taught it to me, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be able to teach it to my kid. Like, it's a whole different.
I got to sit down and talk with my dad. I don't understand how my dad got to be how he is. You know what I'm saying?
Has he been on the podcast yet?
No, not yet.
No,
that'll be a fucking good one. That'll be a good one.
We're going to win a Grammy. We're going to be the first podcast to get a Grammy after that episode, boy. Hell yeah. Shout out to Pops. But I could never. I look at him all the time. I'm like, bro, how?
Yeah.
How did you do what you did?
Right. Yeah.
It makes no sense.
It's different, man.
It makes no fucking sense whatsoever, dog.
That's the thing, too. Like, when you have kids, like, and I've always told her this, like, the reason we're waiting to have, when we have kids, I don't have a life. Like
Our whole
live
I don't say that as
You
like,
live
oh, my
vicariously
kid's
through
gonna
your kids.
my kid's gonna
You know what
take
they're gonna
over.
be the highlight of your day is sitting down and doing dinner. I remember
Right.
doing dinner with Tracy, my dad, and my brother, and it was just like we would sit down and me and my brother were so young, like, but we would try to get shit done. I think that is. Like that traditional family thing is dying, but it's got to come back. If you have a family now, sit down with the whole family, TV off, phones off.
One day a week.
Sit down and talk. No, every day.
Bro, well, realistically.
Every weekday.
I mean,
like
if
with
you
school and work and stuff like that, every weekday.
Sports, and, there's a lot.
I mean, if you're talking like family like that, but like the way I look at it, because we're all different. Jordan's out in Brighton, Caitlin's in Sterling Heights, like Josh is in Troy, mom and dad are in Royal. If we could do it, I'd love to do dinner once a week with them.
Oh my god!
Sit down, all of us, whether we rotate
and my
houses,
grandma and my mom and my auntie, we do Zoom calls every weekend now.
That's what's
that just started. Like when I got my laptop, that just started. We should have did that when mom moved.
Yeah.
We should have did that when. And it's so stupid. And I'm like, and I can't make them all the time. I want to make them all the time, but I don't know. I'm getting more social. When I was a kid, the way I came up, I wasn't social. You know what I'm saying? I wanted people to be in front of me. You know what I'm saying? I wanted people to talk to me face to face. I never was into phones and stuff like that. And I'm trying to get better at it, but still it's hard.
It's the same thing. Like even
when I'm out on the road and stuff like that, like I don't be on the phone like that.
I'd rather talk. I get that though. Like even now, I'd rather like. I wouldn't want to have this conversation over the phone. Like I'd rather you come sit at the house.
What this is,
right?
Bro.
And that's what
this is. This is so important to me and everybody else. It's just a digital footprint, bro.
Yeah, bro. Speaking of digital footprints, Dax.
Dax who?
Dax. You never heard of Dax?
I didn't hear it, bro.
Oh my god!
You sent it to me though. Who is that? What is that?
Bro, he just remixes everything. And
really?
I think he's out of Arizona. He like walks in the desert with his shirt off and he just remixes shit. But bro, I tell you what, when you talk about like he reminds me of like his wordplay is phenomenal. And the thing, like he just goes fucking insane.
Where'd you find him from?
No idea. I was scrolling through, bro. I was in a dark hole of YouTube. Like, you know how you get lost in that shit? Like, oh, next video, 3 seconds. All right, I guess I'll fucking. And this motherfucker just came off on one of them, and I like clicked into his thing. He's got a decent following, and I'm just like, fuck me. Damn. What in the hell? You got to check him out. Dax, D-A-X. He remixes everything, and it's his wordage.
Who else you liking? What are y'all listening to?
Bro, Eminem.
What about
Jack
NF?
Harlow.
Do you ever listen to NF?
I know about him, yeah. I know Jordan likes him too.
Bro, I love NF. I put Jordan on NF. I know, Jordan, if you listen, you know I put you on that. Fuck out of here.
You guys watching any good TV or seen any good movies?
Bro, Last Kingdom.
That's a Netflix series?
Yeah, Last Kingdom is really good. I wanted to watch that Midnight Sky with George Clooney on Netflix. That just came out. It looked pretty good. I have
a problem watching old shit. I watch shit 1,000 times
I also want to watch my man Tom Brady win another Super Bowl at 43.
You think that'll happen?
Fuck yeah.
I love Tom.
Bro, you realize he's
a Michigan Wolverine, bro. He's a Trumper too, which is funny.
Is he really?
He loves Trump. They golf all the time. He golf him and
I didn't know that.
Him and Peyton Manning paired with I think Tiger and Phil Mickelson last year to golf.
Have you seen Tiger's kid?
Yeah,
fucking
Charlie,
mini Tiger.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Daddy better get out of the way because he gonna smash every fucking record that Daddy got.
He coming.
Holy shit! That kid's like
shout out to Charlie,
tearing that shit up.
Yep. We gotta golf, bro.
Yeah, I'm down, dude. I'm down.
You bullshitting, man.
No, I'm down. Hey, listen, I really want to go to Top Golf. I've never been.
Fuck Top Golf. I'm trying to go to a real course.
Well,
me and Wagner hit a bunch of courses last year.
When you're at the range, you're at Top Golf, right?
The range I went to this week was over in Windsor. Me and my dad went to. That shit was fun, but frustrating. I forgot how to swing a fucking club. It's been so long. Here, I go to the range over in Royal Oak.
That one right on.
It's a nice range.
Right on Coolidge Highway there?
Yep. And when I play anywhere. I'll go anywhere. I'll spend anything to go play around the golf.
You play 18 or 9?
18. I'll be tired too.
Every time 18? Mm-hmm. You got your own clubs?
Yeah, I got 2 sets of clubs.
What you got?
I got a set of, I don't know, is that Warrior clubs over in Ontario I got for my birthday last summer. And I got a set of TaylorMade clubs, I think.
Yeah, I got TaylorMade burners. Older set, but
yeah, mine are.
That was like the first. It was like the first because I only started golfing probably 4 summers ago, but I didn't golf all this past summer.
Yeah. How did you not golf this year? Last year was the year, because one thing that was the first thing that they opened up was the golf courses. Right. And I'm like, bro, Jesus.
So
I was
crazy.
like, look at God. I'm like, look at God. I just fucking got into this shit.
Right.
And it's working out. So yeah, shout out to Wagner, man. Wagner been holding me down, trying to teach me some shit. You know, I was with my dad earlier this week. He's like, I gotta come over there and golf. I'm like, Mom, I've been telling you to come, telling you to golf with us before all this shit happened, yo.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did that scramble with Calvin and them last year. Shout out to Calvin, like all the younger cats that we went to school with, and like that shit was fun. Like 14, like 20 motherfuckers, like 4 or 5 teams of 4 playing best ball, and on a Sunday morning, just getting fucked up, drinking, smoking, and on the rank, bro. We saw it, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the story. Shout out to those boys, man. Our first scramble. Me and Shane went up there this summer to we played a course over in Rochester.
How's that motherfucker doing?
Shane, we got to get Shane on the show. We got to sit down with Shane. Shane's good. We talk about him a lot because Shane was a part of the crew for a long time, and lately, like as we get older, he's kind of getting into other stuff. But yeah, we got to link back up and link up with Shane. Shout out to Shane. But yeah, me and Shane stayed over his crib, and then the next morning we went up to Rochester to play the scramble, and we got paired up with a couple young cats, you know, from school, and we had a good time. I remember like the first tee, I had the best drive off the first tee. It was the best shot all day, right? Like I only had that one, but when it counted,
step up, you got all that confidence.
And then so we get to the 18th hole, everybody's done, last team's coming in, they're tied with Calvin's team, I believe. My man had a ball in the rough on the right side of the fairway coming onto the green, probably about 100 yards out, maybe a little less than 100 yards out. My man took one of his irons, and that ball hit the right side of the cup, spun backwards, and rolled right into the hole.
Are you kidding me?
It had to have been an eagle. It had to have been. I think it was an eagle. It had to have been an eagle. I think it was Hayden. I think it was one of those guys. I had just met him. Bro, we watched that shit, and it was like a buzzer beater shot, bro.
Right.
I've never seen, and this is a sport of golf.
It's more nuts than
I've seen
that
it in
too.
real life.
Right.
Like when you see some shit like that in real fucking life, and we were just fucking livid. It was one of the greatest sports moments I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's insane. When you think about how hard that is, like
that's what I'm saying, and it's about variables, right?
It's not
like
about hitting a buzzer. Buzzer beaters are easy to hit.
If me and you were to go to golf, it would be less of a chance than if me and 20 of us went and see some ill shit.
Right. Yeah.
See some wild shit. I seen a guy get a hole-in-one over at Red Oaks last year. Like we were on the hole in front of them. This guy's freaking out. He hit a hole-in-one.
That's insane.
And it's like, I want to do that shit one day. My sickest shot in golf history was about a 15-foot chip in from fairway to green that broke right. I was playing with Devin and Andy.
Yeah.
And those are my young dogs too. It's almost like when you golf a little bit and you go golf with people that don't necessarily golf, you play better.
Right. Yeah.
And if you golf with people that are a lot better than you, you might get a couple good shots, but it's a little harder to be confident and a little harder to play. I play with people that are good.
I was gonna say you're trying to walk up to that team.
Learning. I'm playing my first year playing golf. I'm playing with people that are good, that really do this shit. So it's a little bit harder for me. But if I was to get other people involved and get if I can get a solid foursome of me, Wagner, fucking you, somebody else, bro, we would have our experience would just grow together. And Wagner's a fucking beast.
I was gonna say, how good is fucking Wagner? Because that motherfucker been golfing.
We get paired up with people, grown ass people. They be like, bro, and then I go and it's like some fucked up. Like I fuck up, and they're like, okay, they kind of even each other out.
Yeah.
Like Wagner is really fucking good. Yeah. Shout out to Wags. We got to record. He wants to record soon, so we're gonna do that.
That'd be fun too.
But man. Yeah, I'm loving that shit, dog.
Bro, I felt honored when you sent it through. When I was like, yeah, the next podcast you got to definitely talk about Dax, and then you were like, bro, I felt honored when you asked me. It was a big deal for me.
People reach out to me. If you reach out to me and you're excited about it, I already know I'm gonna get something. Yeah. I already know that the episode is gonna amount to something because you're full in. It's a full send on this episode.
You get that energy, which is nice.
We can play it right now. You want me to? I'll play it right now.
What are you playing?
That shit you sent me.
Play any one of them. Either play you could play the Rap God remix. You could play the What's Poppin' remix.
Just got you followed our Instagram page. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Follow Dearly Beloved's Instagram page, Woo-hoo. The Dearly Beloved's podcast with underscores in between all the words.
No copyright on the Disney font.
Right. No, yeah, Disney, come on. We still waiting on the email from Disney.
Disney don't own that font.
We still waiting on some type of copyright. As long as, we're going to keep it going. As long as we don't get no cease and desist orders, I think we all right. Once we do, I'll just go back and change what they want me to change. Like, this shit is so silly, bro.
What made you pick that, by the way? I'm curious.
What?
Like that font.
It was just a spur of the moment thing.
It just came.
I told my shout out to Maddie. She
best ideas.
Maddie,
that's
you like that?
Yeah.
I knew
like
it would. I knew it would.
nice.
I knew it would kind of resonate. And what I did was I told her, I'm like, I'm thinking Disney. I'm thinking Yeezy. I'm thinking Adidas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like the Instagram, it's just a spinoff of Yeezy and Adidas. It's a microphone with the 3 Adidas lines. Yeah. It says Dearly Beloved. It's all black and white. Yeah. And then the I was telling her, I'm like, I want a halo over the L in Beloveds. And I want a Disney font. And then she knocked it out the park. She put a cloud on it, made it blue. She knocked it out the park. And then once it published, like I didn't hear nothing back, and it published onto the marketplace, I was like, whoa. I was like, bro, this is sick as shit. Yeah.
It's kind of nuts when you think about like the process of that, and then like when shit like that happens out of nowhere, and you don't like.
And that's where my head is at.
Like, fuck,
my creative space, and that's
now.
why like JT loves it, because I always didn't understand it. I didn't get it. Shout
out JT. Listen, I remember back to business law in high school with that kid. Mm-hmm. That kid was the most like creative motherfucker that I
always been. That
kid, he's another one, dude. Like he is on a whole different level of like thinking. Yeah. And it's awesome because I remember, dude, I haven't talked to him in a long time. I remember one of my buddies had hit me up. He's like, hey, do you know a Hatchet? I'm like, yeah, Dave Hatchet. He's like, no. He's like, JT? Yeah. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like, I went to high school with his brother. Like, I still stay. And he's like, bro, this kid's good. Yeah. And dude, it was a kid I played soccer with. Yeah. Like, they started doing Jeff Rutledge. They started doing that video, that video shooting and shit. I don't know what they're doing, but like, it was just nuts that like it came like.
I used to wake up at home from skipping work, and Jeff and JT would be working in my living room.
That's insane. Yeah, because they were doing all that video shooting and shit.
Jeff, he good people. That's funny as fuck. I didn't know you knew Jeff. Yeah, and it makes sense that you do though.
He was good at soccer.
Really?
Yeah. Which one are you listening to?
Rap God.
Oh my god, dude.
For the sake of hip hop, do not remix this song. You're not equipped.
Bro, I can't believe you've never heard of him.
I ain't putting no one on a pedestal. I don't beef when I meet with a beat on my spit, but I promise I'm not homosexual. I got bars in the tandem, they walk in a line with the literal and hypothetical. Niggas and snakes on the weed in the grass, got it high on the low like it's off of an edible. I've been speaking, but people don't notice. I'm biding my time, I might fuck around and change my handle to POTUS. Stars united, the state of my mind is as big as Texas, so they can't even hold them. You gotta see what I'm spitting, it's deep. If you sink, I might save you by pulling a Moses and parting the water inside of your system, creating a movement that they call osmosis. I'm not a lyrical miracle, God couldn't give you this skill if you prayed in that sex with the
This beat,
bro, that beat, I love that beat. You could put that beat on anything and it flows.
Oh, did you hear my rap song?
Yeah,
my rap song came out yesterday.
Yeah.
Me and Rylu.
That's what I was fucking talking to Woody about. I'm like, motherfucker on the goddamn picture. Where the fuck is his verse,
Shout out
dude?
to Woody.
Shout out Woody, but get your ass on the verse, bro.
I was in my emotions yesterday trying to figure out who went hard. I was telling him I'm trying to rap better than him.
Bro, you did good.
But I had mixed emotions, yo. I mean, I had
that's
people,
what we should.
I'm like,
play that bitch. Dude. That shit was good.
No, bro, I can't.
You can't put it out there like that.
Nah, go spin Rylu. Go search Rylu on YouTube, man. You see, Hatch Sabbath
he's
got
on
a verse
Spotify too.
On everything. He's on all DSPs. But that was an experience, bro. That was fun.
That's what I'm saying.
We recorded the podcast, and I laid my verse that day, and then he worked on the song throughout the week, and then it came out yesterday.
Bro, you know what you remind me of?
What?
Fucking America. Listen. You like the damn country, and each side of the country is touching like a different ocean.
I'm a universal nigga, bro.
Your fucking feet are in every fucking little, like, you got your pinky toe in one fucking ocean. You got your big toe in a, like, but that's awesome, dude. That's what
I absorb other people's strengths. You know what I'm saying? I ignored weaknesses. I forgive people for their weaknesses, and I grab. I'm fucking Thanos, bro. I grab the good things. He said I'm
fucking Thanos. He got all.
Real talk, though.
I'm
aware that I'm a living, breathing, changing organism all the time, and I can either change for the worse or change for the better. You know what I'm saying? So like
JT's
JT's creative and social thing.
Right.
Like I love that about JT.
Right, yeah.
You know, I want to aspire to be like JT in that way.
Yeah.
You know, I got friends that are creators, and I want to inspire to do what they do. So if you really want to collab, let's do it.
Right. You got nothing. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Yeah.
And what grounds me is my career, my job. You know what I do.
Right.
You know who I am.
Well, and that's the cool part is like this isn't this right
This
now.
ain't hard.
This
bro.
isn't hard, but it's not even your career. Like you're still out there
Right.
grinding on a whole different level.
It used to not be like this, bro. 2020 was a motherfucker. It used to not. I used to not be this way,
Bro, you remember delivering Jets, and I kept asking you for the Jets ranch recipe,
bro.
bro.
I should have gave you. I know what it is. I still remember what the Jets recipe is.
The Jets ranch recipe?
Yeah, you get one of those big ass. You know how the Asian cuisine people have those big ass bowls.
Yeah.
You get a big ass bowl. It's like a gallon of mayo. Disgusting, right? Gallon of mayo. Two quart milk quarts.
What kind of mayo? Though?
Buttermilk.
That changes everything.
Heinz.
Was
the
it
popular
Heinz?
ones? Yeah,
Heinz.
the most popular branded one.
Because I know a lot of places use Hellman's too.
It might be Hellman's. I'd have to see it.
I'll
But it's
try
a
it. I'll try
gallon. It's
both.
gross, bro. It's a gallon, right? And then 2 quarts of buttermilk, and then the Hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. You just stir that shit up, bro. That's all it is. Shout out to Jess Pizza. We out here giving out y'all recipes and shit. Dearly Beloved podcast, baby. You know what I'm saying? That shit is delicious.
Is that really
But it's
all
bad
it
for
is?
you. It's gross. Yep, that's all
Bro,
it
you
is.
know they charge like $4.99 a
I know.
bottle
I
for
bought
that.
one yesterday. I got Jets last night, dog.
I get it every time because I get that barbecue chicken
Yup.
pizza, man. Oh,
It's too much sugar for me, dog.
the barbecue chicken
Yeah, I
pizza?
don't like it sweet.
Bro, you remember 2 guys from Italy?
Bro, yes. 2 Guys Meal is great. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
But,
those motherfuckers right there on Gardenia and Campbell. Check
bro,
them out.
I got
Fuck
Five
me.
Guys. Every time I order Five Guys, I like overdo it. And after I eat it, I feel like death. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something about some of these. We got to do something about these delicious foods that
Bro,
make you feel like shit.
Hey, I tell you what though, that'd be something that'd be fun. You just kind of go around and like be a food critic for like
No, my boy do
a
that.
couple of fucking different.
Yeah,
like
my
give
boy
your,
do that.
People love that shit, dude.
Yeah.
Give your reviews
I might do a
on shit.
tutorial about how to start a podcast, honestly.
That'd be fun. You sure you want to give away all your secrets though?
It's not for me. It's for them. It's
Motherfucker,
for
you out here
everybody.
crushing it though.
It's not for them. It's for me, man. I want more people to do
But-
this.
and that's the thing,
I
like,
want more people to
yeah.
do this, bro. I really do, bro.
But- and that's
I want to start. If I could, I'd start a network of podcasters.
well, and we were just, I mean, kind of going back to how we were talking about on Twitch, like how you were talking about you and Boyd, like you'd rather watch each other do it
Yeah.
than fucking watch, Ninja go stream. Like it's a
Boyd's
lot.
a genius, man.
He is.
What he does is very, very respectable.
Bro,
Really?
some of his videos I watch,
Bro.
he's got me dying. Bro, I'll watch his videos just to watch that motherfucker.
And he's one of those guys that's been on a grind for years.
Yeah, no signs of slowing down.
Years. Shout out to D Boyd, man.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta find your talent, bro. Find your talent and do that shit, bro. Fuck, if 2020 taught us anything, bro, shit don't stop.
No. Not for
Shit do
anybody.
not stop, bro. Shit do
Not
not
for
stop,
anybody.
bro. And keep good people around you, bro. Don't neglect or try to. I feel
Yeah.
bad for like women because I think women got a lot to deal with, and it's kind of hard to fickle and choose who to keep yourself around.
Right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? It's like fuck, bro. Like I got a young daughter. I mean, no daughter. I got a young.
hold on.
No, I
Hold
got
on
young.
here.
No, I got
The
young.
DNA results are in. David Hatchett, you are the father.
Chill. I'm drunk, yo. I had a beer or two. But I got young cousins and a young sister and young. There's young women
Right.
in my life that I want the best for, and it's like, bro, you gotta be able to determine who are the boys and who are the men. You gotta be able to determine who are the good people and who are the pieces of shit.
It's another responsibility,
It's
too,
an
man.
ongoing thing. Like you can meet somebody at a time in their life where they're just a lower version of themselves and they can level up, but you gotta protect your energy, dog. You gotta protect your heart. You gotta protect your energy.
Bro, you know what I love about that is like, I've got nieces and nephews, is they look at you
Yeah.
and
They look up to you.
who you are as
Some
a
people
person,
don't
bro.
though. Some people don't. Some people neglect, and that's what I mean. You can
Yeah.
neglect good people. You can
Yeah.
have good role models in your life, and you can neglect
And you
them.
just, and you got to be able to recognize
That's
it. and see
scary.
it.
I think that was a gift of mine in my early 20s. I can
Right.
kind of filter out the bullshit and kind of seek guidance from people that are worthy of guidance giving. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Well, and that's the thing. It's not like when you talk about it, it's not like you're like, it's not like, oh yeah, I'm looking at Hatch like he's done everything right in his entire life. Like I want to be on his level.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
way.
You sort through that and you're like, fuck, Hatch has battled this, that, and the other.
And that's what we're doing with this, bro.
It's like, you got to remember, like, there's people watching you. Your nieces are watching you. Like, how you are as a man is what your nieces are. I tell my dad all the time. I remember, watching him when we were younger and less happy and in a different area, in a different space. And it's like, man, it's a completely different guy now. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of my mom. Right. I'm so proud of my grandparents. I'm proud of my brother. Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man, we really went through that, and then we all became better and evolved into better people.
Right. And that's got to be like the thing that you lock onto too, is like, just know that somebody is always, they might not tell you that they're looking up to you. They might not come up to you, but just know that somebody is always going to be
Walk with
watching
God, bro.
You. Yeah.
Be with God, bro. Yeah. Always. That's what I be saying. Like, people get it twisted with the whole Christianity and church shit. No, like, it's not about that, bro. No. Just believe in something better than you.
Right.
And if you follow a better version of, bro. If you follow something that's better than you, you can be that vessel of goodness. Yeah. And I try to be that. I'm not always like that. It's hard, bro.
No,
I'm not always like that. I have my ups and my downs, and I'm not just trying to pretend to be something. You know what I'm saying? Right. I just feel like it was always that way. Even when I was a kid, bro, it's just like harder to make sense of it.
Yeah, I mean, well, because you just don't understand, and we don't ever get things that we don't understand. So,
no, it's lit, bro. It's lit, bro. I'm chilling. I'm having a blast, bro. I appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you having us on, man.
You guys wanna do the outro together?
We can do the outro. What's your outro?
Just say it's episode 12 of the Dearly Beloveds podcast, and just say
I got this. Can I
y'all
hit
both
it?
do it. Yeah.
Wait, you're doing it? Wait.
Why can't
y'all
we do it together?
Yeah.
Wait,
you can do it, and then she can end it.
All right, let me start it, and then I'll cue you.
No,
ready?
let me start it.
Right, no, trust me. Watch this. Dearly beloved, thank you for gathering here with us today. It has been an honor and a privilege of talking to you all, and we thank the Dearly Beloved community.
Episode 12.